Welcome to the CrashOut.
Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to the CrashOut Podcast. Lovely to be here again with the homies and you guys. We are on episode 82, and got some stuff to speak about. A lot has happened since the last episode. I'm not gonna lie, the movies have been crazy. Last time we talked about Odyssey. This week, Spider-Man going crazy. So, we might get into some of that. Palworld still doing its thing. Shout out to Pocket Pair. Beast of Reincarnation came out. Obviously, divisions happen. Some crazy games. So, it's a lot we got to get into. But you already know, my name is Nano_Blaster. You call me Nano. Caleb, what's good, man? All right, Sammy, go ahead, bro. I don't know what.
Yeah, we gotta put out an APB out for
Yo.
Caleb.
Man, what happened was, I had the controller on mute. But what's good, y'all? I was Caleb Black Flash back at it again. I was like, I was talking. Oh, I hate when that happens. But yeah, got to be back. Yeah, there has been a lot of movies. I've missed some of them. A good thing I got Disney Plus because they gonna come to that eventually. Some of them, but but definitely, support, your films. What I'm saying, want to see them do good in the box office. But yeah, there's been a lot of good content updates in different games, and been a lot of good betas. But yeah, we're getting into the end game this year. A lot of the good games that we've seen trailers for or betas, they're coming out this month, next month, and the month after that. So, get ready to play that. But excited to talk about divisions, what I'm saying? Apparently they added the Poppy of Speedstorm to Marvel Rivals, so we're gonna go over that too. But yeah, man. Glad to be back. But yeah, Sam, go ahead and let the people know who you are.
Hi, I'm Sammy. That's all I have to say. No, I'm just playing. How y'all doing, guys? It's good to be back for another week. I'm excited. As you could tell in the thumbnail and in the title, we not trying to spoil too much, but some good topics to talk about, some good news to share with y'all, and entertainment's really up right now. I don't know what it is about summer, but summer's always been hitting right in the entertainment business or industry, I should say. And it's a good time to be here. Pour one out for the ones we've lost along the way, for those who come after. But yeah, I'm ready to get into this. Angel.
The Poppy of Speedstorm.
Yo, we got Poppy in the building right now. How we doing, Maisie in the chat? I see you. Yeah, we got a nice little podcast. We got division news, media news. Palworld still killing it. We got a bunch of movies, divisions talk, some some Puerto Rican representation out here. We got Tracy in the building. How we doing, Tracy? Yeah, so without further ado, y'all, let's get this podcast started, y'all. And you already know how we do things. We're gonna go ahead and start off with the intro. Let's go, baby.
Welcome to the CrashOut.
Yeah. Welcome to the CrashOut. Put your seatbelt on me, cause we about to lash out. If you hating on the crew, you getting thrashed out. Man, we going so fast, we about to pass out. Pockets for the gamers, man, it's time to ride out. Welcome to the CrashOut. Put your seatbelt on me, cause we about to lash out. If you hating on the crew, you getting thrashed out. Man, we going so fast, we about to pass out. Pockets for the gamers, man, it's time to ride out. We covering the drama, we talking about your mama. We smoking on the ganja, we drifting in the Honda. We turning up with Sammy, OneWinged's with the family. Black Flash jamming like a lammy, Nano always understanding. Yo, welcome to the CrashOut. Put your seatbelt on because we about to lash out. If you hating on the crew, you getting thrashed out. Man, we going so fast, we about to pass out. Pockets for the gamers, man, it's time to ride out. Welcome to the CrashOut. Put your seatbelt on because we
All right. Here we go. We back at it again. Let me make sure I don't fuck this up. I almost just did again. Hello? Hello?
There we go.
Okay, holy shit. I was like, yo, did I just DC everybody? Fuck. It was quiet, bro. That's crazy. That had me worried on that. Damn, Caleb forever.
I thought you were gonna say something, so that's why I didn't
No,
say.
hey, yo, what up, Jessica?
Shout out, Jessica.
Hey, we got
Yeah,
Jessica in the
Rabbit.
Oh,
building.
yo. So we getting the week 2 divisions? What's
Yes,
these
sir.
things?
I know.
All
I
right,
ain't just
well.
gonna wait to talk about this, man.
Oh,
If y'all
man.
didn't know already, competitive Speedstorm. We got Super Division Season 3. We've had a lot of different divisions over the years, over the months. We've had World Cup divisions, now Super Divisions, and we on Season 3 of it. But yeah, we just got done week 2 last weekend, and we had some rematches, and we had some new matches with some new teams. But we don't get into the winners and losers of all of that.
Is that a toxic in the wild I see?
Yo.
Yo, what up, Toxic?
Shout out to the Virgin Islands.
Mhm.
But yeah, first up, I don't know if we got it on screen now, but yeah, first up we got the Dream Team versus LIXO Racing Crew.
Oh, shit. I'm in the wrong week. Hold on.
Yeah, week 2. Yeah, what you on week 1?
No, I was on week 3. I was ahead.
Yeah.
Angel's already looking forward to his new opponents.
Damn,
You
that's
moved on about that
crazy.
fast?
Damn. I mean, I move on fast.
Angel's like, BRZ who?
Yo, chill. We want to talk about that one because there was some controversy. Who said that?
Really? Uh-oh.
Oh, guys, Angel's getting banned already.
All right, I have it up though. I have the scoreboard up.
Yeah, we have Dream Team versus LIXO Racing Crew, and that was a close one. It was, an 8-point
What
difference.
does
but we had-
LIXO stand for?
I don't have
I
no idea.
don't know if that's a Roman numeral, because,
I think it's Lixo is what they call them. If I'm not mistaken.
yeah, maybe LIXO Racing Crew, but we have the Dream
Oh, I
Team.
can see why they lost.
Oh, yeah, so...
Yeah,
See,
it was a 4v3.
this is why you need 4 people. It don't matter how good you are, you can still end up losing.
Yep, Dream Team put up a good fight, but they didn't have a full squad. They only had 3 people. We have Monster Road with 66, Travis 55, Danny Boy with 50. Danny Boy 917.
Hold on, Cookie, you in the chat, but you couldn't show up for the team.
No. Cookie had IRL stuff that was happening.
Oh,
So
okay.
we couldn't make it.
Is it only them 4?
No, but it was no, because you saw there was Young Link.
Cowgirl, Youngling, Cookie.
Yeah, there's Youngling.
Well, Cowgirl stepped
Sonny,
out. Cowgirl's not doing this, so Sonny's on the team. He's the one that took over.
Sonny and Youngling. Damn.
Damn.
Yeah,
Hey, the
yeah.
reason why
That's
he stepped out.
he just didn't want to. She don't want to play Speedstorm no more.
Really? What? Cowgirl? I thought she was the biggest Speedstorm enthusiast. She retired?
Yeah, she retired.
Retired
Yeah,
early.
there's a lot of people retiring. Still got some people holding on.
Apparently, Lixo is a Portuguese word. Okay.
But for Lixo, we had Treco with 58. We had Defensio with 55. Braulio with 40. And retired, as we just said. So we were retired with 26. But yeah, shout out to Lixo Racing Crew. But shout out to the Dream Team, because for them to only have 3 people, one less, and not a full squad, they still put up a competitive showing.
Right, they just
shout out to
needed
the Dream
one
Team.
person just to be there and
They
take
just need a
last
random.
place. They would have won.
Yeah. That just goes to show you, man. Every man counts. Every point counts, man.
Yep.
That's one of the
Yep.
things that you got to deal with. I think Brazil's team is probably. I think Wolf's team is probably the only one of the only team that's never had a match with only 3 people before.
The USA, they had a match with 3 people.
No.
I don't think we did.
Yeah.
Wait, did we?
I don't think so.
Yeah, so we didn't. I think
Canada's never done that.
I
I
think
don't know about Team USA, but maybe the Stream Sniper. I think it was OneWingedAngel couldn't play. I think we were looking for a 4th. I think, and that's when we got
Yeah,
Damian, remember?
yeah. So we were almost in that. Oh yeah, that's because of Ghost Platinum. Your boy Caleb.
I told y'all about it, man.
He joined one up.
That's his boy.
He joined Smarty's
He
team.
did.
Yeah, you don't remember that?
Damn,
I remember.
that's crazy. And it's crazy because then he like quit.
After he said
something?
he didn't want to
He
do
quit.
it, and that's a whole chapter we went
Man,
through.
I told y'all.
But it's all good.
Smarty got that
man. It's all
recruiting
good.
power. He's able to recruit people. So I guess he got a skill I don't, huh? But yeah. Next up, we got the Husbands of Speedstorm versus BRZ
Smarty
Legacy.
wish he had that Zuzu. No, Zuzu wish he had that Smarty aura farm. Talk about, I'll pay you some tokens.
But yeah, the Husbands of Speedstorm, they ended up winning 204 to 156. Almost a 50 gap lead. I think 48-point lead.
They only have like 100 point gap lead once. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe like one of them times where we had like 20 races because we made it far in the
KNC.
tournament. But we had Husbands of Speedstorm. We had Elsa's husband with 65. We had Moana's husbands with 50. Foster Diddy with 45. And Legends 08 with 44. And then for BRZ Legacy, we had Mr. Mime with 60, Tremal with 47, Joseph with 30, and Leon with 19. So shout out to both teams, but a big shout out to the Husbands of Speedstorm for holding it down
putting
for
in
their
work,
wives.
I mean, this Loki could have been close. It's just BRZ Legacy, their 3rd and 4th, just weren't up to snuff.
I mean, look, man, the husbands got to show off for their wives, you know?
Yeah, man.
So we're gonna see the wives of Speedstorm next season?
Oh, shit. Let me find out.
Like all the wives of Speedstorm are quitting the game, man.
Yeah, that's sad. There ain't no more wives to speed something anymore.
No more women racing, it's men.
Hey, I guess that all female tournament ain't gonna happen, huh?
That's dead in the water now.
That's
Dead in the
been
water.
there, but now it's officially dead. Dang.
But yeah, next up, we got the Wild Nitro Drivers versus the Disney Thunderbolts. And the Disney Thunderbolts, new team it seems, winning 185 to 141. For the Wild Nitro Drivers, we had Remy TLC with 56. We have Boca Eno with 43 and Emmy Prime with 42. Looks like they only had 3 people as well.
I think I want to say that's
what a week.
Mochaccino, if I'm not mistaken.
Mochaccino. Yeah, I think I was saying it wrong. But for the Disney Thunderbolts, we had Typhoon Ray with 75, Diego Sack with 67, and then
Is there a reason why there's
Yoshi
been a lot of
43
matches with just 3
44.
races?
Look, this is what we deal with. I think a lot of people think it's easy to just get teams together and race every weekend at a certain time where everybody agrees on, and it's not that easy. I think people are probably figuring that out. But at least
Typhoon
this
Ray
one,
going
it's
crazy, though.
even. I don't know if that was something agreed upon where one team didn't have a 4, so the other team's like, oh, we'll just use 3. Or it's been a situation to where both teams had one person that couldn't make it. Because even though, obviously we have rules for a reason because people, will exploit them. But, even if the time defaults to Sunday, sometimes some people ain't free Sunday. So when that happens, you just have to race with what you got. But with that being said, it was a 3 versus 3, and the Disney Thunderbolts ended up on top. Shout out to them. And then next up, we got a familiar match. This is a rematch of week 1. We have Wolf's team, BRZ Latencia, and then we have OneWingedAngel's team, Last Redemption. And we have Last Redemption winning with, I believe, over a 50-point lead, 206 to 154. So we have Ferrari for Last Redemption with 58, Toxic 56, OneWingedAngel 46, and Valix 46. So all around the board, pretty even. They all perform well. Seymour and Dino taking a hiatus this week. And then for Wolf's team, we have Wolf SSJ1, Super Saiyan 1.
He needed that SSJ2 that week.
SSJ! We got 604 Lucas with 41, Rugal with 34, and Bronco with 29. So shout out to both teams, but shout out to Angels team, the Last Redemption, winning 2 times in a row against high tier veterans. Wolf has had, a lot of teams on top, but it seems like Last Redemption ain't playing. So, shout out to them. But apparently, OneWingedAngel said there was some controversy. So, Angel, I guess if you can explain what's going on. What's the controversy?
I mean, before the controversy, like, we beat them twice in a row. This time over 50 points. Now, Wolf came into the vaults. And he grabbed Hayes and got him out of retirement for the backup. So now their 6th player is now Hayes, because we needed that extra firepower to try to beat us.
Looks like he didn't like losing. He's not used to losing by 50 points.
So now with the controversy,
Like, this ain't the World Cup no more.
So we won, right? We won. Everybody's in the chat celebrating, and someone in the chat says, "Oh, you guys beat the VPNers again. Good job." And as soon as that person said that, Wolf came through and said that, we don't use VPNs. We use something else. Yada yada yada. So yeah. There was a big controversy about that, and then Wolf even
something else.
Wolf posted up a something in the Discord, basically explaining what he uses, because he definitely uses something. He uses something called exit lag, which is supposed to help with his pin, because this is what he said. He's like, I ignored these rumors for a long time because they were nothing more than background chatter from players who lost their matches. I can understand the frustration of losing repeatedly to me, but now that these accusations have been made publicly, I will not accept it. This situation, I have been publicly accused of potentially using the VPN to manipulate my connection in order to supposedly avoid getting hit during division matches, coming from people I've never publicly spoken negatively about. This is deeply disappointing. He said, let me make this perfectly clear. I live in Brazil. I joined Division 30 in 2024 World Cup. While playing, I noticed that many of my attacks were not registering properly, while I was being punished more severely whenever I got hit, especially during side bashes. At the time, I wasn't nearly as skilled as I am today. However, that thanks to my degree in information systems and understanding of networking and online games, I realized that my high ping was negatively affecting my performance. Ultimately, I needed to solve my high latency issue. I don't use a VPN. I use a program called Exit Lag, which is completely legal applications sponsored by major esports as Furia, Pain Gaming, and Talon Esports. Exit Lag essentially works like a GPS for your internet connection and finds a more efficient route between your computer and the game server to reduce your ping, packet logs, and connection instability. Its purpose is to improve connection quality, not make it worse. A VPN encrypts your internet traffic and changes your IP address, is primarily used for privacy, security, and accessing content from different regions. Exit Lag is not a VPN. In fact, Exit Lag is specifically designed to do the exact opposite of what I've been accused of doing. Now, I also have a degree in information technology, so I will basically talk about this because I also know a lot of networking, because I network servers and I wired up switches and everything. So let me tell you from my stance, when it comes when it comes to exit lag essentially works like a VPN. You can try to denounce it all you want. It works like a VPN. What does a VPN do? Yes, it encrypts your stuff and it changes your IP address, but it goes to the location that you choose. What exit lag is doing is basically doing that automatically without you choosing the location. It chooses the best location for you. That's exactly what he said. Exit lag essentially works like a GPS for your internet connection. It finds a more efficient route for your computer and the game server, as it puts your shit closer to the game server. Is essentially what a VPN does. But with the VPN, you manually choose the location. So I can essentially, in the VPN, I could do the same shit Wolf is doing with his exit lag and put it into Barcelona, Spain, which I'm right next to the game launch servers, and do the same shit. Now, my argument about this is he said that many of his attacks was not registering properly, and he was being punished more severely whenever he got hit, especially during side bashes. We all have that problem. It's not just you, Wolf. We all have problems with side bashing and shit being registered, you know, so it's not just you.
And what was the biggest thing that everyone was saying in that first World Cup when they went against Brazil?
Could have hit him. And his logic, he didn't use this in the first World Cup, and we still had those problems. You know what I'm saying? I have problems going against American players, and I'm in America with the side bashes. That's just a server thing with Game Loft.
Game Loft servers have always been shit since day one. They kick you out of the game if you boot up the game. Like, you could be fresh on the game and the game will kick you out. You could be in the middle of doing your solo seasonal event and the game will boot you out. It'll boot you out for any reason. It doesn't even matter. The servers have just always been bad.
Now also, I mean, I don't know if Wolf uses this, but he also used something called a GPN, which is a gamer private network. I seen in one of his videos in the background where he was like, he had that window open with that. So, and a GPN is basically a VPN for gamers. So, I mean, I don't know if you use it now, but I know you used to use it, Wolf. So, like, the whole thing that you don't use a VPN, like, you might want to take that video out, because I got to find it again, but I will show that video out just to show the proof, because like, you're not gonna lie about it. Like, you know, I'm an IT guy, I know my shit. So, like, you know, and honestly, when you started using that, it is harder to hit you, Wolf. And you could blame your ping, and you're using exit lag to make your ping better, but you're also making it worse for players to try to hit you. And now it's damn near impossible to hit you. Like, at the end of the day, you're still fucking with a connection, and it's actually making it hard for you to lose because nobody can fucking hit you. So, I mean, why don't you try not using it? You know, you think you got a lot better.
Above?
I'm just saying, I can prove my point by putting a VPN and race, and I can show you how hard it is to hit me.
Angel said take the nerf. Angel said start the nerf.
Or what I can do is subscribe to this exit lag just to prove a fucking point.
Are we gonna do that?
Okay, so when they say it's hard to hit, or Brazilians, are they saying it's hard to hit Wolf, or are they saying it's hard to hit all Brazilian players?
It's all Brazilian players, but I feel like all of them use it, to be honest.
You think if Wolf ain't going to use something, that the whole team ain't going to use it?
I mean, but is it confirmed that all of them are?
I don't think
It's not confirmed, but I'm pretty sure Wolf is. I mean, if they all live in Brazil, I'm pretty sure he gives them the, hey, use this because it'll improve your ping, you know?
Overall, I don't think there's anything wrong with using a VPN. But I guess
no. VPN is definitely terrible. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Using a VPN is frowned upon because of situations like that. Like, if I were to play Call of Duty in a VPN and I put myself in like fucking China or a different server, like, y'all won't be able to hit me. I'm in a server where a bunch of trash players, so I can make myself look good. Like, a lot of streamers do VPNs so they can go into shittier lobbies to make themselves look good. It's a known thing.
Oh,
Still,
okay. I'm not super. You know, I got a little tech knowledge, but I'm not like super informed about the VPN. From my understanding, I thought it was just something to where, like, there are some like Netflix and stuff. There are some shows that are locked to certain regions, and you can change your region so you can get so you can see exclusive content from that region, or you can get
That's the best example of using a VPN.
Yeah, that's the best example. But gaming,
nah.
You do the same thing. Like how you say you go to Netflix, change the region so you can access their library instead. In the gaming sense, you can access a different region to play in that region's servers with better ping than what you would normally have if you use your normal IP address and use it from your actual location. So like essentially, a VPN is also a GPS for your internet connection, because what are you doing? You're changing regions.
So let's ask the real question. One, how does everybody in the Divisions community feel about it? Two, should it be a rule that people can't use VPNs? Three, if that becomes a rule, how would you be able to manage it? So
this is comp. You shouldn't be using VPNs in comp.
But technically, if Wolf didn't say nothing, there's no way anybody would know. So technically, anybody could do it.
So you're saying
that's a fact. Anybody can do it because, you can start the game and quickly turn the VPN on. It's just a flip of a button. Boom. It's a click of a button. Boom, and it's activated.
And there's no real way to track that either. That's true.
No. Okay. What about
unless you're doing a LAN event? But we're not doing a LAN event.
So I guess people are, saying from what I'm hearing is that it'll give somebody like maybe a lower ping depending on the location. But isn't that something that, and maybe I guess people might feel like that gives them like a unfair advantage, but isn't that already there, period? Because people on different platforms already have different ping. Like, there might be somebody who,
Wolf, we're not going to argue about this. First of all, we're not going to argue. You can Google all you want. You can Google everything all you want. I literally just broke it down in the IT sense. Like at the end of the day, you are what you're using. At the end of the day, you get DC'd a lot. You got DC'd 3 fucking times in our match. But exit lag is supposed to prevent all that, right? Give you better ping, better connection, but yet you're still getting DC'd. So 1, you already got horrible ping because you're in Brazil. 2, you're making it worse because your GPS is trying to route it to a best connection and it's not doing it effectively because you're still getting DC'd, which means if you're still getting DC'd off the games, that means your internet is fucking up, which means 3, you're going to start lagging, which means like in Call of Duty sense, if I'm trying to shoot you, you're going to just skip. Come on. If you're in information technology, you would know that.
If Wolf is saying to, look up information on it, it's definitely something that could be done if people are, have questions about it.
We already hear Angel already got his screen up. If Angel wants to put it up on Google, he can. And then if he's wrong,
he doesn't change region.
If he's wrong, it's not gonna look good for Mr. Wolf. I'm not gonna.
Okay, do people feel like this is unfair advantage? Like, do you feel like you might have won or lost some matches because of this?
It can be. It can
apparently
be
it's been like that for a while.
Advantageous to others, especially how Angel portrayed it. Like if you playing a shooter and you're using a VPN, one thing about shooters when you play online, a game could die if it doesn't have hit registration. We saw X Defiant shut down early because since day one its hit registration was ass. You mean to tell me if you boot up the VPN, all of a sudden hit registration for your opponents is ass when they're trying to kill you, but you can kill them? That's like having God mode without God mode.
Hey, Wolf said who doesn't DC on Speedstorm? That is a fact.
It's true. Everyone DCs on Speedstorm.
Speedstorm servers are kind of.
How many times I DC from Speedstorm doing like a daily, and like once you DC, that's it. You can't get it back. And I'm like, what?
Yeah, you'll DC. Everybody you'll DC just sitting in the lobby. You'll DC queuing up. Like that's always been DC issues. I guess it's speculation.
Up into a race.
I don't know if you could say for sure that he's DCing because of whatever. You know, I don't have proof of none of it, so. But I mean, we race against bro. I feel like I've stunned Wolf before. You know, I kind of the thing about it with racing games, I feel like there's always some kind of latency or lag, like you know, where let's say you see somebody and they're like slightly in front of you, and then you cross the finish line and you get first place.
I mean,
like,
yeah, we've seen that in CrossWorld.
Yeah.
Many times you think, oh shit, I got third place, and you end up winning the race, and you're like, what? I was behind two guys.
Or even or CrossWorld. I think when the Silver Surfer build, you know, the Ultimate Charge level 4, just like a little gap in between charges to where the person is vulnerable, and if you hit them in that window, you know, they get stunned. But because of the desync, whenever they're vulnerable, sometimes they still show up at silver, so it's kind of hard to know when they're available to stun, and that's kind of why they nerfed it and made it to where the window is a lot, you know, shorter. So yeah, there's always, I mean, I feel like in racing games there's always desync. So, you know, I don't, is that a thing to where it's like Wolf is really getting some kind of advantage, or is it something that where, you know, people are, you know, looking for something because they're upset that they lost?
So who is the person that brought this up on stream? I'm actually curious.
And like I said, I feel like, you know, people, if you know, try to do whatever they can to try to make their latency, you know, not as long and quicker and all of that, you know. I feel like if somebody's trying to do what they can to have a better connection, I don't see no.
All right, so I looked it up on Google, and so on Google it says yes, exit lag can fix unstable connections if your internet provider uses bad data paths. However, exit lag can sometimes make lag worse. So if you are claiming that your internet connection was bad without using this can essentially make it worse if you have bad internet.
Yeah, I don't think Wolf is purposely trying to make his internet connection worse.
No, but I'm just saying, like, you know, it could help you, but it could also make things worse too.
Are you able to pull that up on your screen?
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know what people are going to be able to do about it, though. That's the thing. Like,
my question was, who was the person that brought it up, though? Because Angel said as soon as they won,
right here.
the person pulled up on the comments and was like,
It's right here.
Well, here's the thing. According to the score, you know, that
how's it going,
that input lag and all of that didn't prevent, you know, Angel's team, you know, the last redemption from winning by 50 points. So is it really that much of an advantage? You know, something that y'all still found a way, even.
No, I mean 100%. 100%. It's still annoying as fuck though when you can't hit somebody because they're fucking framed like lagging like a motherfucker, bro. It really is annoying.
well,
Yeah, I get it. I don't know if we want to make it bigger.
I'm
bigger
in
situation.
different. I haven't looked into it enough to really choose a side. So I guess the people who are participating in it, they're gonna have to do, you know, do the look at the information, do the research, and come to a group conclusion on whether they feel like, you know, that should be a thing in divisions or not.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we can keep an eye on it, but I think it might be, you know, some legitimate concern, but then I also think it just might be some salty people, you know, maybe trying to
That could be a thing too. That could be a thing too.
I'd also say I'm on the fence. Like, I know what VPNs could do, especially in shooters. I don't know. See, my thing is, Wolf don't seem like the type of person that would try and do something like that. I like to give people the benefit of the doubt until proven otherwise. So I would like to assume he's not purposely trying to do that.
I mean, I don't think he's purposely trying to do it, but I don't think he realizes that it could negatively affect the players around him trying to play against him. And like, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I don't really like. I have problems hitting people here and there, even on a local connection against players in America. But it's like, I mean, I go against Ferrari. I don't even have problems with that. He lives in a whole different country. I play against Nell. I don't have problems with that with Nell. He lives in a different country. Same with Cedric. Same with everybody that lives in a different country. Like, it's not nearly as bad as going against the Brazilians.
I wonder if it's a server thing, because I don't think they have individual servers in Europe. Like, I don't think they have a server for like Germany or like, I don't know, Belgium. I think they just have like a Europe server, a South American server, a North American server, and maybe for whatever reason, every time you play against a European player, the Europe server is just very good. Like the connection is
more prioritized because one, it's Spain, which is in Europe.
Barcelona is the headquarters for the game, the studio.
European servers usually get priority because they're one of the biggest hubs for gaming. So yeah, I don't think Brazil gets as much support on their servers.
I don't think they do if they got excluded from that damn
even on Speedstorm. They would even allow Brazilian players to compete in one of their challenges because of
I wonder if this is because they already knew the servers were shit for South America.
So there'll be some different factors, but overall, I think the matches in the past and now have been fair, and I think the teams that won it for a reason, and got those, using racing and skill and all of that.
Okay.
I just want to know who was the person that mentioned this in the stream, Angel.
I mean, somebody said it, but obviously, at least from what Wolf said in his message talking about it, it's been a thing for some time now. So, I don't know. I guess it's gonna end up having to be by the people of divisions and how everybody feels about it. But I mean, like I said, ultimately, nobody's gonna know if anybody is using something like this. So, I mean, even if there was a rule in place, you can't stop anybody. You can't get a plane ticket and show up to their crib and turn that shit off.
I mean, shit, I even argue going against Falcon. I don't have problems like that. And Falcon is in Puerto Rico, and they have horrible internet connection out there.
Well, like I said, y'all said Brazilian, so it seems like this is an issue with other Brazilians too, not just Wolf.
Yeah,
I just streamed all my games. You can see there I'm being hit every time. Some of them with my entire screen show this hate is crazy, and I felt insulted by the mockery and accusation of cheating. So, but my question is, and it still hasn't been answered, who brought this up? Like, Wolf, who said this? Like, what the hell?
Bro, it's multiple people saying it, bro. It's not just one person. Crazy. Now that person that said it in the comments, he was the one who brought it up right there. But
so he said it was Angel and Falcon.
Damn. Okay.
Well, I wasn't talking about the VPN until after Falcon mentioned it, and then Wolf was saying his piece, and I was just basically saying my VPN knowledge and my IT knowledge, because I do have a degree in information systems and networking as well, and I just call it how I see it. You know what I'm saying? I've dealt with this shit in multiple different games when people use VPNs or anything to try to alter their connection to make it better, shit like that. Like, it never bodes well. It doesn't bode well at all. No matter if esports people use it or not, like, it's a known thing. Like, in all of gaming, not just in racing games. It's easier to tell on a racing game because a racing game is fast paced. So like things don't register right if you're ping dropping. You know how many times I stun people on my screen and it doesn't stun them on their screen? And like how Wolf says, he'll stun people on his screen and you can see people get stunned on his screen. And whatever you see on your screen doesn't relate to the other screen of the other player.
Speedstorm has no South American server. The closer from Brazil, or the closest server from Brazil is USA. That's why the lag. Wait, was there a way that you can see the servers back on Speedstorm? I know it's been a minute for me, but like,
Yeah, I don't even know if you can see the type
How
of
does it-
server Speedstorm has.
yeah,
I mean, I don't know if there's a way. I would love to know what kind of servers, like where the servers are at for Speedstorm.
Yeah. Be very I don't remember seeing an option like that in the settings or anything.
Well, yeah, overall, you know what I'm saying? I feel like Wolf is, one of the best players in the game,
I
that puts a
agree.
lot of effort, the time trials. I don't think, he only got the time trials of the VPN. No, I think, he got it off of skill.
Oh,
and
yeah,
hard work.
100%.
So-
Time trials is that definitely shows you how good of a player he is, because obviously with time trials there's no actual human players, so you can see that his skill is there too. It's just very unfortunate with the connection bullshit, because you never know. It can be a multiple different things. Obviously, like if Brazil really don't have a server close to them, that's always going to be a problem. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And if Brazil doesn't have good internet connection in general, like if the infrastructure and shit in Brazil is not there, that can also cause issues. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, I don't think Wolf is trying to fuck around with the game or anything like that. So I'm not trying to say you're cheating, Wolf, or anything like that. It's just a sucky situation, to be honest.
Hold on, I gotta crash out. Okay, so here's one thing. You people
Damn,
can
you
complain
gotta
about
crash
the
out?
stuns and the hits, but you know what? It doesn't really matter, because at the end of the day, if it's the tracking in Speedstorm is terrible. So like if you have a freaking disc and somebody's in front of you and you throw it, even if you have perfect connection, they have perfect connection, it's still not going to hit them because the tracking in the game. So sometimes it's not just, sometimes it could be bad connection. Sometimes it's literally just Speedstorm just has terrible tracking. And even if you throw an item, sometimes it just might not hit. So, some people might, it's hard to stun a Brazilian. Maybe you're not hitting them because the game is, the items, it's trash. the tracking, like I said, I've never played as good as people talk about the mechanics in Speedstorm, how good it is. As good as maybe the racing mechanics are, I've never played a racing game that had items to where the items that you throw do not hit the intended target. The only game that it does that is Speedstorm. It is terrible. Let's keep it above.
That is true.
So all right.
Before we get off,
So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm on Exilag's website, right? And I'm about to see if I can subscribe to this, and I'm gonna use it in my game, in my match. And I'm gonna specifically say on my stream, I'm using Exilag just to test something out to see if there's any difference in trying to hit me, and then we can go from there and see if that really is a problem or not.
yeah, let's do it. Let's see it. Let's.
Wolf said you
No,
were
I guess
messing with me, saying my VPN was causing the problem. Be honest. Exit lag shows all the servers officially registered in Steam because it's an official software. So I guess the servers are shown on Steam, but nowhere else.
I mean,
for Speedstorm.
in my opinion, I feel like this is something that will probably require extensive research, not just you can't just do it one time. Yeah, so I think you're probably gonna have to spend some time on it. So
Yeah,
man, where's KH when you need him to do some
I don't
research?
want to spend too much time on this particular topic because we do got a lot of stuff to talk about. But
yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So
ultimately, as of right now, we can't prove anything. So I feel like if it's something you really want to try to prove or disprove, you just gonna have to have some people experiment with it, see how people feel, get some proof in the pudding, and bring it up to everybody. So as of right now, I don't really. So in my opinion, as of right now, I don't think Wolf should have to change what he's doing until proven otherwise.
Like I said, and regardless if the item is set to track on you, it's gonna hit you. It's gonna hit that player eventually. Maybe not when it hits them on your screen or whatever, but it should hit them. Like if you have a Maleficent and you shoot your lightning, hey, it's still going. It's supposed to hit them.
But if I'm not mistaken,
Unfortunately,
it's on how the game was running. Isn't it always server sided with Speedstorm, whether you're registered to hit someone or not?
It
And
could
you
be,
already
but
know
the
the
problem
servers are
is,
shit. That's why we never hit anybody.
yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say. Unfortunately, Sammy, Speedstorm is just shit when it comes to that, bro. Like you could be racing with your next door neighbor, and shit still fucking up. People still disconnecting and everything, so it's kind of hard to, especially pinpoint the Brazilians or Wolf, depending on which one you're doing. That's why I'm saying you need more evidence. You need more proof, like hardcore proof, and
Hey, you know what's gonna happen? I think Wolf and his team, Latencia, just for the accusation, they finna come back stronger than ever. You know what I'm saying? Especially with Hayes on the team now. So they gonna prove like, hey, you know what I'm saying? They gonna get y'all back for that. I can see it coming. So
I mean, 100%, Jasper. Speedstorm does got shit servers in general.
Maisie said he wanted to try it out as well. He's from
yeah.
Miami.
What we do need to do, instead of pointing blame on the player for an issue that is really just Speedstorm, because they've had server issues since the games come out. So. Like I said, Angel's gonna do a test. He's gonna use the same thing, and then we're gonna see. And if Angel uses that same program, and people have no issue hitting him, then we'll see. Hey, maybe the program's no issue. So, but yeah, we'll just have to see in time. But
hey, Nano, apparently,
yeah,
you
I
got a
guess
neighbor.
But I guess
apparently, Maisie's your neighbor.
oh, does he live in Florida?
Apparently,
Florida. See, it may be disconnecting all the time because he's on the Switch. But I guess they have a Switch 2 version of Speedstorm now.
Like a Hispanic place.
Yeah, Florida.
No, man. I mean, like one of the islands or something. No. Wait. I thought Maisie was from Chile.
Yeah, Maisie's from Chile.
Oh,
So
also,
what?
He crossed the border.
Server,
there we go.
Are you saying your server is saying that you're in Miami, or you saying?
Yeah, he said. It sounds like he's saying he has specifically Miami internet. The fuck?
He in Chile. He said, "Hey,
What's y'all internet out there?"
He's like, why? He's like, why is my internet from Miami?
Hey man, the South Americans doing what they can, man. They doing what they can.
Well,
yeah, next up,
using exit lag will just make him easier to hit. Just use it. I would thank you.
That makes no sense because why is it so hard to hit you then?
Maybe Brazil.
Hey, that's probably why. What we're trying to say, man. He probably trying to say it. It's not. It ain't what it's cracked up to be, man. It could be placebo.
Mm-hmm. But like I said, when people on top dominate, and what I'm saying, people always got to find a reason, why to justify it. So there's gonna be some people, a target on your back. People gonna be skeptical. So that comes with the territory. So what I'm saying, Wolf, y'all dominated for so long, so definitely people are skeptical of y'all. But so I'll just say keep pushing, man. Keep playing hard. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I think it's it's a nothing burger right now. There's a lot of accusations without proof, and like I said, a lot of the blame I think is just the Speedstorm servers. But like I said, we're gonna do the test. Angel's gonna do the test, and we'll see how that works.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if I can do it. We could do it this game. I mean, it is hard though because I'm not in Brazil, so I really can't make a a crazy observation like from an actual test. But I mean, I'll see what happens, just to see.
Yeah. But next up, we do have we don't want to forget about the other matches and stuff. We'll give them due diligence as well. But we have Catastrophe versus the Outsider Pilots. For that match, we had the Outsiders Pilots winning 203 to 157. For Catastrophe, we had Hugo 67, All Star with 38, Enzo with 30, and then Tofi with 22. And then for the Outsider Pilots, we had Batu Ronaldo with 72 going crazy. We had Mia Khalifa with 62, Wolf Kala with 43, and Fur MMC4 with 26. So shout out to the Dark Side Riders, the Outsider Pilots getting the dub. And then next up, we got the Speed Freaks versus the Mighty Robins. Speed Freaks, love the name, but they lost 159 to the Mighty Robins 201. So I feel like almost every match is damn near 40, 50 points.
You know why they
Difference.
lost, Caleb? It's because they didn't have the Speedster Speed Freaks.
The Speedster of Speed Freaks, that is wild. But hey, hit me up. Well, we had for the Speed Freaks, we had Tom 4K 62, we had Fab Hudson Hornet 44, a 3-hitter Monkey 39, and Anonymous with 14. Oh, Anonymous is in the game. And then we had for the Mighty Robins, we have Maisie leading the charge with his team with 62. We have Turrets with 60, Roman Dija with 46, and J Dunk with 33. So the Mighty Robins with a mighty match against the Speed Freaks. We getting freaky. And then last but not least, we had the squad of Misfit Racers, KSI, 127 to One Up Soda, 233. One Up did not like losing last week. So they showed up today. We got to see what happened because that is almost 100 points. So what happened here? We had Cody C with 45. We had Walter E. Disney with 36. We had Paperclip Mike with 29. And we had Trobo 07 with 17. And then for One Up, we had One Up Sal with 63. A New Start with 63. One Drift Ahead with 61. And One Up Ramigo with 46. So 2-3 people with 60 points on One Up. So hey, Angel, this might be a team you might have to look out for, man. In the future matchup, man. But yeah, those were all of the matches for week 2. So shout out to all the teams. And then we got week 3 coming up this weekend. But yes, look up the matches for week 3. So for this week, don't miss it. We have BRZ Legacy versus the Wild Nitro Drivers. We got Catastrophe versus the Misfit Racers. We got the Mighty Robins versus Last Redemption. We got that's gonna be a good match. We got Lixo Racing Crew versus Disney Thunderbolts. We got the Dream Team versus the Husbands of Speedstorm. Sound like a reality show. We got the Speed Freaks versus BRZ Latencia. And then we got the One Up Soda versus the Outsider Pilots. So yeah, we got some good matches coming up this weekend. So make sure y'all stay tuned for that. But yeah, I guess that's the competitive news. But I guess in other Speedstorm news, this has been the Encanto season. Man, I guess Angel, have you been playing the Encanto season, man? What do you think about the new season? Anybody been playing?
Man, ain't nobody else been playing here.
Angel went mute on us.
Oh shit! I'm sorry. I didn't even know I was muted. I logged in the first day of the season and I seen the horrible cash shop that I saw and I said, yeah, no.
The cash out?
Oh my god, the cash shop, bro! Everything is monetized now.
Card pack?
Everything. They freaking bought cards. Like now there's cards you can collect because they know Disney fans are a bunch of collectors. So hey, why not add another thing to the game? So you will spend more money because now you want to collect all the cards because you love Disney so much. These guys, bro, I'm telling you,
they have a different card for each class, and you have to pay for each card.
The super cards nowadays, the Speedster one and the Brawler one.
Supercharge, you still have to pay for it. There's you still have to level up to level 60 because some events are locked behind level 60 and level 55 or whatever. Yeah, man.
So hold on. What was the whole point of giving away the deluxe cards for free then? If you was just gonna make
That's
everything
just cosmetic, man.
Yeah,
but
now they
that's
got
not a pay to
cards.
win advantage.
Yeah, now it's actually pay to win advantage that you can pay for. And so could you actually get like extra boost that you wouldn't be getting otherwise and whatnot. So yeah, man.
What happened with Game Pass users?
Game Pass users? I don't know.
I mean, I know that I get a monthly benefit from Speedstorm, but it's just like,
Shout out to Ferrari though. I am seeing, you know, every single time there's like a Tails event and they got time trial, I'm seeing him post his videos. But yeah, the Tails event, I don't know. I got on and it was like, oh, you have to do so many solo races, and I was just like, yeah, I'm good. Like I said, chores. That's what it feels like.
Oh yeah, and Kanto is the only racers available too. There's no mid seasons this season.
And they cut back on mid season now. Like I said,
hold on, but Jasper just said in Kanto are mid seasons.
I mean, they technically are mid seasons.
Yeah, they are mid season. Yeah, they got they got rid of the seasonal racers and they locked everything behind mid season racers and they put a Tails label on it.
Oh man, this shit's so stupid.
Which it is still, you know, only the top 10 players that do these, you know, Tails time trials or even get rewards, really.
Y'all had it right the first time. Y'all was complaining that only the top like 30% was able to get all the shards, and you know what they said? Y'all, you know what? Y'all right. Only the top 10 players should get the shards.
Yeah, we went from top 10% to just 10. So hey, congratulations, you played yourself. But yeah, that's the shards. That is Speedstorm news. I guess with Crossworlds, man, they finished the Ninja Turtle Festival, man. Sammy, what did you think about the festival?
Man, I had a blast. I was streaming from Friday and Saturday. You know, obviously I finished it on the Friday, but I kept going anyways for the extra Dampa tickets. And I was enjoying myself.
Yeah, how you thinking about the new map? Like actually, you know, not just watching it, but actually racing on it.
I actually liked it. Like, I like the different paths you can take. Obviously, I didn't take all the different shortcuts, but I do know you can take either the left side or the right side in the sewer. If you were smart and you were doing the what do you call it, the item event, then you took the left side because everyone took the right side, so you wouldn't get hit. A lot of people didn't know that, you know, if you go to the right side for the air tricks, you could do a bunch of air tricks on the water path because, you know, you get the boost off of the sewage water, and you could do air tricks on the sewage water as opposed to just driving on the ground. So it's very advantageous for you depending on how you wanted to use your routes for that track. And I was you know, testing and doing a lot of different things. I was having a lot of fun playing on it. I went through a couple of the shortcuts that they had. Honestly, I think the map was well designed. You know, for the longest time, everyone felt like the maps from the DLCs were a bit cookie cutter, but this map looks like they put like a lot of care into it, and I like it. I like the fact that this feels like New York. You load it into the map and you kind of get them gritty beats that are playing already, and you're like, oh, okay, let me vibe now. I'm getting into it. The race is about to start, and then the race starts, and as soon as you start, you start off on a drop. You drop right into the sewers, and I like that. Normally, when you start off in a race, you're on a straight, and then it does a turn or it does whatever it wants to do. But you having to go off on a drop, and then you got to figure out what you want to do in the sewers. I like that. It kind of gives like some intense anticipation. Oh, okay, I gotta plan my move because once I hit the sewers, because there's item boxes right before I hit the sewers. Once I hit the sewers, it's about to get crazy. So I like that, and it's just getting me hyped for the next DLC drop, which is gonna be Avatar. We already saw the leak tracks, and Avatar.
On the last
like
podcast episode, so check that.
Yeah, Avatar looks like it's gonna be that festival where I go for the top 100 or the top 10 or whatever.
Yeah, that map, that's gonna be even crazier. I will say I did do the festival, you know, and yeah, I think it was a good try. I had fun with it. I had some crazy good races. I'll probably be posting, but man, who's your go-to Ninja Turtle, man? We got Leonardo,
Raphael, man.
Raphael.
I've been a Raphael CrashOut since day one.
Raphael with the kangaroo. Okay.
Black Air Force Energy Ninja Turtle. That's me.
I was rocking with Donnie, man. I always been one for with the stick, man. I was rocking the purple, the royal
You're
purple.
pulling up with the stick. Okay,
Yeah, with the stick.
let it hit.
But yeah, that was I was pretty much in Sonic Crossworld. They had the little Ninja Turtle festival, a legend competition, I believe this weekend, and it's going. Now legend competition is starting to last a long time now. I think this time around it's about a week, maybe like 10 days, something like that. So,
But usually legend competition is like the first half of the month, and then the other half is a festival.
So
For
those who want to do that,
right? Yeah, I'm gonna pass on the legend competition. I tried to do the Legend 6 competition just for placement for the New York tournament, but man, we already discussed that. But it took a lot out of me, even though I did it for 2 days straight. I was like, man, I can't do this no more.
yeah. Well, another gaming news, what I'm saying, relevant to what some of us play. We got Marvel Rivals, so we got a season 9.5 is coming out this Friday. And we got a new character, new tank, Vanguard, that, a lot of people have been complaining there's too many DPS damage. We need some more tanks. And they finally added another tank. And this time around, the tank that they're adding is the Hood. And he is Puerto Rican. And after watching this trailer, I'm like, this dude remind me of OneWingedAngel. Because they say some of the same stuff. They're both Puerto Rican. He's voiced by what's it called? A WWE superstar. I know Angel's really into WWE. Angel is almost like this character was made for you, my boy. But shoot, let's check it out together. Let's watch the trailers and see what a new tank is coming to the game, man. So I posted the links in the chat, Angel. I don't know if he's still there, muted again. But
No, I'm looking for it. Hold on. I gotta remind me to log into Discord on my gaming PC. That way I can just access the links.
yeah,
I might be able to do that right now, real quick. Hold on. Let me see if this Discord is logged into mine right now.
bro, this dude, he even calling the shawties and Marvel Rivals mommy. I'm like, okay.
The mommy of
I've
Marvel.
heard that one before. Yeah, the mommy of Marvel? Calling hella mommy? I'm like, okay.
Oh, we got Angel a twin. That's not good. There can only be one Angel.
Yeah, if Angel ever comes back to the game, which he probably ain't, you know what I'm saying? Hey, there's a tank waiting for him. They got a one-wing Angel in the game. Now they got a Puerto Rican Poppy.
Oh, okay, that's not me. Oh god, whatever. All right, I'm gonna just look it up this way because the wrong Discord is on my phone, so I can't log it in, and I don't remember my. So this is the Hood.
Yeah, the Hood trailer, Marvel Rivals.
There it is.
Wait, you don't write anything down after conversations?
This is Pocket. I never go anywhere without it. At the tap of a button, it records and creates organized notes based on your conversations. I use it at work, at the doctor's, and when
What got me cracking up is whenever he kills somebody, he shouts "Wepa!"
Pocket does things no other app can.
That's crazy.
Inside, it has a content.
I'm like, what? Ain't that thing what Angel be saying in his streams?
So you saying he stole Angel's whole flow?
He stole his whole flow, bro. Is this just a Puerto Rican thing, man? Angel
So
said,
this
"No, we
dude's
gonna
a
watch."
tank?
He's a tank, yeah.
Wepa is the new Chama.
I'm
I'm watching the trailer right now. Yo, he look pretty dope.
All the Bad Bunny lovers are gonna be playing him.
Time to unleash the demon.
Two pistols like Max Payne.
Face oblivion.
So Caleb, I'm gonna ask you, what do you think he's gonna be like a main tank or like a off?
Hold on, this is a tank?
Yeah, this is a tank. You know, this is a lot of the damage players. You know, tell them we
This is
need
a
two
hybrid.
tanks.
This is a hybrid.
Yeah,
Like,
they can get on
remember how what's his name? Mr. Fantastic came out and we was like, he's a hybrid like DPS tank. This literally a hybrid DPS tank.
a hybrid with just with a little bit more health. He's a DPS with health. That's no, but I guess you could say he's a tank because he does block incoming damage with his shroud or whatever. But you know, Parker
That block
Robbins
looked like Magneto's block a little bit.
Yeah, he's not going to be a
fire.
He is. Yeah, he do. He's kind of like a mix between like Star Lord and
Even
Scarlet
Sonic
Witch.
said he gonna play Marvel Rivals because of this character. That's crazy.
Yeah,
So
hey,
you
all
think
the
he
Puerto
gonna be
Ricans.
more like you think he gonna be more like an off tank?
Yeah, I think if you just have him by
Yes.
himself, you ain't protecting nothing.
Yeah,
But
he ain't gonna protect shit, bro.
yeah,
Okay, it looks good, man. Looks good.
You already know this who this was meant for. All the DPS players that can finally run tank if they need to.
Hey, that's not a
I
bad
got a
thing,
fill.
man.
I got a fill. All right, let me use the DPS tank.
all right. So Angel, next up, look up Marvel Rivals, the Hood Sinful Blackout costume. Yo, because they really got him swag that we gotta see this with his Sinful Blackout costume.
This is a skin they got in the game.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
70s
they
a while
had
back.
the skin too, man.
That's 50 years, Ken.
They got him dancing like a Puerto Rican too. I'm like, okay, they put some culture. They put some culture in this character.
So what am I putting on? The hood what?
A Sinful Blackout costume trailer.
This is a song about my first kiss.
You know what's crazy? The Hood sound like he's a ripoff of Red
Well,
Hood.
Parker, Red Hood. Hey, DC. You know DC. They gotta have their own hood.
There you are.
Got the blicky out on the car.
That's out here looking like Batman.
Doing the cha-cha slide with the Tim's on.
And they really made him from the hood. Man.
Yeah, he from the Bronx.
Yo, he remind me of Spawn low key. The way he was looking.
And apparently his ultimate, a lot of people who watch Chainsaw Man are saying that he basically just turned
Yes,
into
that's what I was thinking,
the
bro.
Gun Devil.
The Gun Devil. Yes, bro.
Yeah,
He
bro.
looks exactly like the Gun Devil, bro. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Lawsuit incoming.
So Angel, man, what do you think of your brother in the game, man? What do you think about Parker Robbins, the Hood?
What?
The Puerto Rican.
Yeah, you know what? I got you. Wepa. That's how I feel.
You know what? I'm about to change my name to PR Hoodie.
That's crazy.
PR Hoodie?
Shout out Hoodie, man.
Hey.
But yeah. So this Friday, man, I'll definitely be playing them, trying them out. Yeah, it's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a good time.
Shout outs to Damian
gotta go.
Priest, man, for doing the voice acting.
Damian Priest, yeah, WWE superstar, getting into voice acting. You know, and I think Damian Priest is also Puerto Rican, so they like, hey, we gotta get a real.
Yes, he's from the
But
islands.
But I'm wondering, like, what would that could have cost them to get him to voice act for the character?
I didn't cost so much.
No, I mean, I mean not Damian Priest. I'm talking about, you know, NetEase.
But
I'm pretty sure they got the bread.
Yeah, they got the money
You
for it.
know
Get the
what?
voice
You're
actor.
right. They getting their bread off of these lunar skins.
I mean, and truthfully, Damian Priest is probably like, yo, you know what I mean? You give me the opportunity, you know, you just, you know, we can cut like a little deal on the price, you know what I'm saying?
Pretty
Yeah,
much.
hey, some superstars get into the movie acting, and it's good to see that some are getting into voice acting. I think he does a good job. I think, you know, obviously we're not going to watch it here, but there's videos about like all of his voice lines with like the different characters, and yeah, it sounds authentic.
Did he come out?
So, this Friday morning.
Okay. Got something to look for your Marvel Rivals fans out there. Nice.
And all my Puerto Rican.
Thank God it's
All
Friday.
my Ricans.
I guess speaking of movie stars, man, we did have Spider-Man come out, man. It's
Anybody
been
see
doing
it?
gangbusters.
I didn't see it
did
yet. I'm gonna
watch
watch it soon. I'm gonna watch
I
it
did
soon. Don't
watch
spoil
it.
it for me.
Okay,
Did
without
you
no
watch it, Caleb?
spoilers. I haven't seen it yet. You know, I'm gonna get my
Okay.
matinee.
So you know what? We'll
happens
hold
when
the
you go
review off
matinee?
till next week's podcast then.
Yeah, we'll
fine.
do that. But
That's
you know,
fine.
matinee, you don't see it opening weekend. You see it the weekend after, and you see before 6 o'clock. At certain
on.
theaters, shoot, you can watch it for $5.
Caleb, you got T-Mobile or Metro?
Metro PCS? No, I don't have T-Mobile. I have US Mobile, which is
Yeah, Terry. This is last week's game.
Damn, I was just gonna. Well, it's not available.
They got
anymore,
discounts?
but last week, if you had T-Mobile or AT&T, and you went on the Metro app, they were giving out codes to watch Spider-Man for $5 in any theater.
Oh,
Any which way you wanted to see it.
I
That's
never
how me and my
knew.
brothers. Me and my
That's what I
brothers
was
and my homie watched it for $5.
Man, watching the 4D.
We watched it in Dolby.
Yeah, the most expensive version, the biggest screen, you said for $5.
Yeah, man. It was we saved $21.
Hey, 21 each. Like, that's
Yep,
worth it
21
because you would have.
21
Okay, hey, that's how you exploit the system. Take advantage. You know what I'm saying? Support you. He got to support the movie.
Yeah. Overall, I'm not gonna get into spoilers, but overall, I did think it was a good movie. It wasn't my favorite Spider-Man movie, but according to a lot of people, it was their favorite Spider-Man movies, and it was a 10 out of 10 and stuff like that. So
Yeah,
I think
see, it has high ratings.
pretty good. Yeah, it's doing very well. So one thing I will say, I think this is a really good year for movies, man.
Movies and games.
Entertainment.
COVID is essentially over. The creatives are finally able to create again movies, games. I know there was like a little period of time where people.
Hey, quick question. Is the stream good, Angel?
Huh?
I think so. Yeah, I got it on my phone, Sammy. I got it on my phone.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm like buffering right now. It could be my connection.
That might
It
be
could be
you.
me. Yeah, it could be
He
me.
got that Brazilian connection.
Man, Wolf hit me with the exit lag. That's crazy.
But I will say, how did they portray the Hulk? Because I heard that in this movie, it's almost like they're trying to get the Hulk back to where he needs to be. Is he
Turret. She played really good in the movie. I agree.
Hey,
In terms of
spoiler free.
Banner, yeah. In terms of the Hulk, I liked what they showed from the Hulk. Now I'm not gonna lie, I think the way he looked, looks, promising for future movies, because one of the things that the Hulk has always been is not so the Hulk is that he on Mickey Mouse mode, bro. Especially when he fought Thanos and stuff. They not using Hulk to his true potential.
Yep. But you know what that is? You know the reason why that is, right? It's because Universal has the rights to the Hulk.
So you feel like they can't go too crazy with him?
Nah, Universal probably put some stipulation in where they couldn't do anything to make him look like he's gonna. I think Universal low-key put in a contract that kind of handicapped the character, so Marvel and Disney couldn't make so much money off Hulk.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because if Universal wants to put out their own Hulk
movie,
yeah, because I'm thinking if Universal wants to make their own solo movie with the Hulk and make it sell, they'll make him be the Hulk that we want him to be.
Well,
no, I don't think Universal has done. I think they just mismanaged the character, just like how they mismanaged Star Wars and other things.
No, that's a legit thing. Universal owns the rights to Hulk.
Yeah, that's not stopping them from making Hulk TV shows and putting Hulk in all of their movies, Ragnarok and Avengers, and I mean they're still using the Hulk. Whether Universal
they're using the Hulk because in the way the rights work is that they're allowed to use him as a cameo. They can't have him as a solo character. They can't do a
Yeah,
solo
but
Hulk
you
film.
can still get a cameo and still do the cameo justice. If they're mismanaging the cameo, then that's just a Disney problem.
No, but I also think Disney doesn't have a choice in terms of like how they could really use the character. I literally think
How much they can
Universal. I think Universal has probably put in like the contracts a stipulation where they can't really go crazy with the
character
whole.
look good.
It's like, yeah, you can use him, but when we want him to look good, we'll do it.
That's crazy. Yeah,
Which actually
purposely
kinda
make the
crazy
Hulk look
because-
bad in their movie so Universal can have a better. Like, I don't see that happening.
I mean,
I'm not gonna lie,
Universal
though,
at the end of the day is your competitor. So Disney at the end of the day is their competitor. So at the end of the day, why would I let them go crazy with the Hulk? Suppose I want to do a Hulk movie now, and my Hulk movie flops because they made him better in their movie than I couldn't with my movie.
I don't know, man. The whole from what Marvel has been doing with the Hulk, the older Hulks when he had his solo movies, he was going stupid in those, bro.
Yeah, but that you know
movies.
why? Because Universal was behind those movies.
I know, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, the shackles got to be released because he's one of the coolest superhero characters.
Nah, Universal ain't gonna release some shackles to Disney. They like, you the ops. We ain't doing that.
Well, it sounds like Universal, let the leash out a little bit longer for the Hulk and Spider-Man movie. So I'm excited.
Yeah, you know why? Because
how he
Hulk was
is.
in a Sony movie. They're like, even though you the ops, you're not Disney. We can allow this.
So this is a Sony movie.
Yeah, amazing.
This isn't a Disney movie.
The Spider-Man movie made over $1 billion so far.
Yep. And it was damn near $1 billion in
Apparently-
3 days on the weekend. So
Apparently,
Over a
it's
million
the
or a
biggest-
billion? Because
A billion.
billion.
Apparently,
said million.
it's the most profitable.
Yeah, but he said
well, I don't want to
said
say most
1,000
profitable.
millions,
It's
which is
made
probably $1 billion.
the most money out of all of the movies so
Yeah.
far.
And you know what's crazy? Someone found a stat where this Spider-Man movie made more money than all the James Gunn movies combined from DC.
Damn.
That's sad.
I mean, Spider-Man is one
Spider-Man
of
is
the movie
ones, though.
superhero. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but if
Yeah.
your Superman movie can't make numbers, and on top of that, you had Supergirl.
DC. I mean,
I don't know,
DC's
it's the same.
Marvel's had a lot to build upon, and Spider-Man. So,
Hey, your friendly
DC's kinda
neighborhood,
starting
man.
over.
Hey, all
But-
I'm gonna say is shout out to Zendaya, man.
She did a good job.
Hey, I'm a Zendaya fan. No,
I wonder why.
I love me some Zendaya, bro.
Oh, you do, don't you?
Some people love
Hell yeah.
Zendaya. She cool.
Well, she
know,
married. No, she married. So slow your roll.
Shout out Tom Holland, man. He a lucky dude. That's all I'm gonna say.
Tom
She
Holland, watch
overrated,
your
but
girl,
she
man.
cool.
Watch your girl, Tom.
She's definitely overhyped, but she cool. Like,
Don't do that,
overhyped
girl.
don't mean she's
Don't do
bad. She,
And I was like, don't talk
Oh,
about my
dude.
queen like that. Oh, hell no. We're going to have to fight about this, Caleb.
I think any dude would be lucky to be with her. No,
Man,
she seemed like
You are right,
she's very
Ken.
charismatic.
DC
You know,
has
she's
been struggling.
beautiful. Nice girl, man. Nice girl.
Nano B.
They listen. They both they acting in fire movies together, man. That's a crazy power couple.
Yeah, I think they were just in the Odyssey. They in Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they.
Might be
They
in
doing
Doomsday
their thing.
together. You never know. Never know. But
He drank the Zendaya Kool-Aid, man. He drank the Zendaya Kool-Aid.
hey, I've been on Zendaya for.
Oh, shoot. You know what, too, Caleb? I'm not going to lie. You know who can play Vixen? Zendaya.
No. No. She is not fit or do not Zendaya 5 freaking Vixen.
Nah, she doesn't have to play Vixen, but I think for the most part, the roles that she does get, she plays very, very well.
Yo, Paperclip
that.
Mike, thank you for the sub. Mike Kofi. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but yo, thank you for the sub, Mike.
Hey, appreciate the
All
stuff,
right,
man.
Appreciate the
So
subscribe, man.
I will say, we
You're
know
awesome.
no spoilers. How is this the portrayal of Spider-Man? Because I know one of the biggest criticisms from me and other people is to, like, the fact that Spider-Man in like some of his previous movies have just been all like tech, where it doesn't even feel like he's actually has spider DNA. And I think a lot of people liked the fact that, you know, Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man had the webbing,
The natural
you know,
webbing.
that came from his body,
Well,
you know,
But
natural
if I'm
webbing.
not mistaken,
I'm not gonna
that Peter
spoil
Parker is
anything.
the only Spider-Man with natural webbing. Like the rest of them got to use the web shooters.
I'm not gonna spoil anything. All I'm gonna say is, I think in many different aspects, Spider-Man went through some very good development in this movie. I'll leave it at that.
Okay, that's good to hear. Good to hear. And I guess, how would you compare this movie to the Spider-Man movie with all three of them? Which one was that?
I
No Way
prefer that Spider-Man movie over this one, but I think a lot of people
Damn.
love this Spider-Man movie.
Okay, so let me ask you something then, Nano. How do you think the cast of villains were in this movie as opposed to the other two?
I think it's kind of tricky, right? Because like the way they portrayed the antagonist in this movie, it almost feels like there wasn't an antagonist. And because of that, I feel like in all of the other Spider-Man movies,
So it's more like an anti-hero
Yeah.
situation. Okay. There's nothing wrong with that.
And I don't.
We saw that in Black Panther with Killmonger. That made a great movie.
Like I don't want to say too much.
Nah,
because I'm trying not to spoil it.
I'm sorry, Killmonger was a villain, bro. And some of the stuff he did was not justified, like how he killed his girlfriend.
Yes,
Hey,
Caleb,
auntie,
but at the same time, you have to realize in his eyes, he thought he was doing the right thing. Same thing with Black
villain
Adam.
thinks that. It doesn't stop them from being a villain.
Yeah, but it doesn't
You
make
know?
them a complete villain because his motives, he's trying to do it for a good cause. Other villains, they just don't care. Like Joker, he don't care. You think he's doing what he wants to do to help people?
Yeah. Green Goblin was on bullshit.
Green Goblin, there's pure. I would say being a villain doesn't mean you were necessarily like all completely bad, but you know, here and there. But yeah,
I think everybody did a really good job in this movie, so I'll say that.
Okay. Well, I guess once everybody watches it. I don't know if Angel, you gonna watch it?
Yeah, we're gonna do the full review. Don't even worry about it.
I guess next week we'll do a full review. But from what it sounds like, Spider-Man had a lot of success. You hear to hear from Nando. he saw the movie, so he has good things to say about it. Now, obviously, people gonna have their favorites. He liked No Way Home better, but sounds like Far Away from Home, or was still a great movie.
Most people will watch this movie and really enjoy it.
Hey, that's good to hear. Good to see. And this is a Sony movie?
Yep. It's a Sony movie.
Hey, at least Sony, is handling they handling their Spider-Man games. That's a moneymaker. So it's good to hear that the movie came out good. And maybe the reason why the Hulk was good in this movie was because Sony handled it and not not Disney. Because Disney Hulk is a little different.
But yeah, I already know Disney. Disney likes to Disneyfy things. Like they want to turn everybody into a Disney princess, or they want to kind of like coddle certain characters so they're not going too over the top. Oh, we can't be too aggressive. We still, advertise for children. We want them to watch our movie. We want parents to feel family friendly. And it's like we get all that, but parents know what they sign up for when they expect to see the Hulk on screen.
Right, rage. But yeah, guess we could have the Hulk discussion later. I want to go to, and I know one thing: he gets angrier. But I will say, at least Avengers: Infinity War, I think it's Thanos. They give him the chance to get mad. That's how quickly he handled. But I mean, hey, we've seen the Hulk kind of get beat by a future version of himself, Maestro. Even in like some Marvel Rivals cinema, you see the Hulk getting whooped. So maybe it's just a thing to where like any person that has super strength, if they're able to manage their strength and channel it in a way to where they can use it like martial arts, it beats just pure rage. Because The Hulk really ain't got no technique. It's just strength, rage, and his fighting technique is.
Hulk got technique. The problem is they dumbed down the Hulk. And I'll say this because I read comics. Yes, I was that kid growing up. And the Hulk I'm talking about, they low-key teased it in Thor, Love and Thunder, with Gladiator Hulk, World War Hulk. That Hulk.
Yeah, that.
And the fact that they reduced him to that version, they reduced his character of that version to what it was a letdown because everyone thought, oh, we getting the Hulk that, put the brakes on Black Bolt. For those of you who don't know Black Bolt's one of the strongest characters in the MCU, or I guess in the Marvel universe.
They're going to have to... I mean, there's a lot of strong Marvel characters in the comics. Until they actually portray that in the movies, I don't think most people care. Like, they had him getting his head exploded by Wanda. So they didn't really do Black Bolt no justice. So when you have a character die like that, and then you say, oh, well, Hulk beat him, it's like, it don't mean nothing because the way they're portrayed in the movies is just garbage. So, yeah. But overall, yeah, that is Spider-Man. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you watch it if you haven't already. We want this movie to do well, so they keep making more. Maybe they'll have some more cameos in the future.
I mean, even if we don't watch it, it's still going to do well. So
I will say, because Hulk was in this movie, I do think maybe in this next Wolverine game, which is also a Sony product, they'll probably end up having the Hulk in the Wolverine game. So
I doubt
it looks like Hulk versus Wolverine. Come on, Sammy.
I highly doubt Universal's going to allow them to put that in the game now too.
Man, this dude work for Universal.
I don't.
Hey, a standalone Hulk game now?
They had one before. Hulk game? They had one before. I'm not sure.
He's gonna be a cameo, bro.
I'm talking about now, bro.
That's the problem.
I can see Hulk being the villain that you fight.
That's the problem. Universal gotta be the one to be like, oh, we're gonna make a game. Could we commission you guys to make the game for us?
This is the workaround. Instead of having
the Hulk game, like Spider-Man and Wolverine, it was stupid. Go stupid.
You know who I'd want to make the Hulk game? I'd want
Insomniac?
No, not Insomniac. The same studio that made Arkham.
All right, so Sam, let's put some money. How much money you gonna put on it?
Yeah.
In the Wolverine game, Hulk's gonna be a boss that you fight. Watch.
A boss? What? You crazy, man.
No, I'm not. And then Wolverine ripping people apart, and then when you fight the Hulk, you're gonna be like tearing shreds off of him. But he's gonna be regenerating.
I think, if I'm gonna be honest, I think we would probably see an X-Men cameo before we even see Hulk in the Wolverine game, because Wolverine is from the team, and I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't see an X-Men character in the Wolverine game.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll see some X-Men,
apart from Jean Grey.
Hey, but like I said, we can put some money behind it. But I believe that wraps up our movie topic.
Yes, sir. I guess the next thing is, I guess this is still in the role of acting, but it comes out that we all know what happened to the guy that was going to play Mr. Kratos in the God of War live action.
Yep.
What happened to him?
He got injured on set, I believe.
That just means they must be going crazy in the God of War freaking.
Hey, they
TV
try
show
to
or
push
movie?
the limits, man.
That's not good, because the person they have in mind is like 60. So it's like, do you want him to get injured too next?
People have no imagination. I think people just know a handful of celebrities. And so whenever they see a role, they just pick from that handful of celebrities and be like, oh, this would be a great casting. I see it when they have pretend anime castings, like, oh, Naruto, and then they have the dude from Superbad. Like,
you know what? I'm not gonna lie.
Think of no other people.
They should have grabbed Jason Momoa for this role. I think he would play the role well. And he's still young.
They should be
he's still on the young. Nah.
Triple H spatially probably looks more like him, but
his age, no.
I mean, Kratos old nigga, bro.
Yeah, but he's a demigod, so he can be old and do the stunts. So they trying to get some actual old dudes jumping off of minotaurs.
I mean, granted, you have stunt actors, but still, like, you want this guy to still be fresh. You don't want him on the wrong side of 40.
I think a lot of people they had criticism because of the way they felt like he didn't look right. He didn't look very alpha like Kratos. His face looked a little off. And then now I guess some people are saying
you saying he was a beta.
I don't know. He looked a little soy. I ain't got a little soy Kratos. I no disrespect, but just it looked off. But
Yeah,
now
I
people
kind of agree. Visually, it looked off. Not saying he wouldn't have portrayed the character good, but the picture that they showed, I feel like it didn't do him justice.
Damn,
Not
y'all
at
trying
all.
to say he moist?
That's not what I'm saying at all.
moist pocket.
But
Moistos.
apparently, from what the sources are saying, that
Mm-hmm.
they might replace him with Dave Bautista. He's
Yeah,
the
who are
one
the
in talks,
sources?
right?
See, if
Who are the
this
sources?
was something that was
Oh.
happening like maybe 10 years ago, I'd be fine. But like
No.
I said, this man's like
It's-
on his way to 60.
Some people, no matter, I don't think that even the age is the problem. He could be freaking 28. I think some people just aren't a good fit for certain roles. That's why they have casting and auditions. He would be a terrible Kratos. He has a fat head, like a big round head. Kratos. I'm just going. Kratos is Greek. He has certain features. Batista does not have those features. Batista would be great for if they did a live action Gears of War. He would be the perfect Marcus Phoenix. There are some people who should play certain roles.
I did say that like 10 years ago.
I Kratos, as far as even if you put the little gray white paint on him and you put the all the tattoos, it wouldn't look right. I'm gonna be 100. It would not look right at all. And I think Batista already got enough roles. He's in freaking Guardians of the Galaxy. He's in what's that one with?
Hey, you know what? I'm not gonna lie.
He's in Dune.
I can see Henry Cavill playing Kratos. He got the build.
Hey, them Henry Cavill fans, man.
When he grows the beard out, yeah.
Hey, maybe, but I just think Batista, as great as an actor, good as an actor as he is, he's just because he's muscular and strong doesn't mean that he's a good fit for that casting. They're gonna have to figure that out. It's unfortunate the guy got hurt. The fact that he's hurt, they have to recast means he must have got hurt really bad. Which I'm curious to what his injury was. I don't know if he
did
towards
play
ACL, MCL.
Departed. He played Drax in Guardians.
He played that one dude in Dune.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, you just gonna get a muscular dude. Just put Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson in there. But look at Moana live action. You know what I'm saying? He didn't look right in Moana. So it's just like, just because somebody muscular don't mean they the perfect
Anytime
role.
they need some muscle, that's the first two people or first three.
Batista, freaking
Batista, The Rock,
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. I'll put it this way. Now obviously I get it because The Rock was the voice actor for Maui. But as far as looking like Maui, that face is kind of slim. Now I think he was a great casting for Black Adam, but Maui, he didn't look right. Batista as Kratos, that wouldn't look right. But I'm thinking that this Kratos or this God of War freaking show or movie is gonna be really good if they going out like that. But I don't know. It is worrying. Hopefully, they don't have any more injuries. I mean, this is how, some good stuntmen have been taken out. I believe Bruce Lee's son, I think he died doing a stunt.
He died the same way his dad did. The same thing.
Wasn't the fake gun?
Blanks and it was a gun. It was actual bullets. Yeah.
Yeah, I think somebody
RIP
tried to
to the
assassinate him.
Yeah, and they took.
But
his son out the same way.
didn't they have more? It was some actor. He shot like a woman or something. He had to go to a court case.
Yeah, that was what's his name? Alec Baldwin.
Yeah, Alec Baldwin. So
yeah.
But yeah, what do y'all think? Y'all just think, hey, just about the injury, I guess.
I mean, I think it's crazy, and I know I said I was at first I was kind of indifferent about I guess Batista playing Kratos, but one thing I will say is but one thing I will say is I guess it's very unfortunate for the guy that was going to play Kratos, because what if this was a role that like would have
Catapulted his
popped off?
career.
Yeah. And what if then we would have, saw the vision? So,
Yeah, and
maybe
how
at first it didn't
everybody has
look
bad
right,
pictures.
but it could have been fire, man. So
Maybe-
we'll have to see. I mean, it's not like a lock that Dave Bautista is going to be playing Kratos, so we'll see. But I don't know.
The part I'm about to sign you
We'll
up.
just
How
have
about
to
that?
see, man. We'll just have to see.
Let me size you up. The party.
But I guess shout out to Dave Bautista. We'll see how the role ends up going. But I guess other than that, we do got some Palworld stuff going on, man. What's going on with Palworld, Mr. Angel?
So Palworld, there's a lot of things going on with Palworld. They just launched their trading card game. And that's been doing numbers. It's sold out. They over here, you got scalpers over here charging multiple thousands of dollars for these boxes now.
It's like Pokemon all over.
Yeah, Pokemon all over again. They're a sucker for these TCGs, and I mean, I feel like Palworld is growing at a very steady pace. I mean, all on my feeds, that's all I see is Palworld this, base this, or like there's just a lot of people playing Palworld. I mean, I've seen news outlets talking about Nintendo fans are asking Nintendo to make a Pokemon game like Palworld. Which if Nintendo gonna do it, we don't know. But I mean, Nintendo would be stupid not to make a Palworld. They don't gotta make a survival version of Pokemon. Essentially, people just want an MMO version of Pokemon that they have yet to just give us.
Or probably like some open world shit.
Open world
like some
shit. Yeah.
Open multiplayer type shit.
Your legendaries to actually have, legendary moves.
My stance on what a Pokemon MMO should be is like they don't gotta sit there and do every single region all at once, because that's unrealistic, especially if you make it an open world. But they could start off in like Johto, give us Kanto, you know what I'm saying? Like, well, start off at Kanto, give us Johto, and they could literally give us an open world version of Kanto. Even though we played Kanto so many times over, it'll still feel like a whole new game, because we never seen Kanto in a Palworld type of atmosphere where the cities come to life. Just think about the 3D graphics and of the architecture of the cities that you go to. Like they'll be 10 times bigger because now it's more graphical. You know what I'm saying? It's more open world. You'll see people walking around. You'll see actual trainers walking around whatever city they are. They give it that social aspect of, holy shit, there's a trainer right there. Let me see what he's got. Or let me trade him. Let me see if he wants to trade or let battle. Like just that social aspect is what people are craving for in Pokemon. And you just add the ability of Pokemon just roaming around all over the place. You can sit there and throw a ball, kind of like how you do in Palworld. They're all over the place. You can see a shiny, and you can kind of get that from Arceus and Legend ZA, but in a bigger scale. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Pokemon will eat for many decades, and then they don't gotta worry about doing the winds and waves anymore, because their MMO can be the standalone games. They want to make a new region, guess what? That's an expansion to the already massive MMO of all the other regions in the game. Once they add all the other regions, they can add all the Pokemon.
You're saying Winds and Wave ain't gonna live up to the hype? You know what? If they're still in development, maybe they'll look at some of the things Palworld is doing, and maybe they'll incorporate that with some of their, and with Winds and Waves. I have looked at some things, and I heard like some things leak, and that kind of like how there's Mega Evolutions or Gigantamax and other Pokemon games, that in this one they're gonna have like weather types or something like that, weather forms or whatever, with some of the Pokemon. So I wonder, maybe seeing like that legendary, grab up the whole ocean and do a wave as an attack. This is Winds and Waves. Maybe they can be like, okay, we need to push our Pokemon abilities a little bit further, because right now it's just some animation to bubbles that basically happen every time you attack, but to actually move the water within the ability, maybe they'll take some inspiration, but we'll see. They probably won't because it's game free, but we'll see. I think if you're smart, you look at what Palworld's doing right now, you look at, hey, do we want to put some development time into improving our product? But we'll see. I mean, they have a whole year before Winds and Waves comes out, so hopefully they can do something. Because as much as people like Palworld, I think the reason why people like Palworld is because they love Pokemon and they just want to see Pokemon in a better spot. And so Palworld is kind of like scratching that itch that they wish was fulfilled by Nintendo.
Yeah, and then also Palworld is there is a mobile company that announced a game in collaboration with Palworld. Palworld's expanding, so now they're going to the mobile space, and a company called Garena has announced a Palworld Online, a new MMORPG for mobile that is under the licensing deal with Pocket Pairs. So this is an official licensed game for mobile that's going to be Palworld Online. It is essentially the MMO version of Palworld. So it'll have new story, with MMO features like an interconnected open world. They have co-op, competitive elements, just like the main game does, but in an MMO stance. It's scheduled to release in 2026. So there's only a couple months left in 2026. So we might get a Palworld MMO here momentarily, in the next couple months.
Hey man, are the Palworld pals? Are they Gooner? I've seen a lot of Gooner pals, man.
I mean, that's just mods.
That look like cat.
Oh, that's Ma?
Cat dance.
Yeah, the Egyptian cat. I'm seeing some cows. I'm like, what's going on with Palworld? This why
I didn't even look at those pals and thought Gooner. So if people are over here doing that, that's on them. They got some fucked up shit in their head.
These are the people that are addicted to Pokemon doing this shit on Power, man.
Yeah, I mean, they're talking about it. There's people leaving bad reviews on Steam because you can't have sex with your pals. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this world? Y'all giving a bad review because you can't have sex with the pals? Like, are you that sick in the fucking head?
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
Ass catching, what'd he say? Gotta catch him,
That's not.
That's trainer in Palworld.
Right, like, what you training something?
Dang, yeah, what kind of training? What the hell?
They have Palworld is getting up there, man. They even got the card stuff going on.
So let me ask y'all something. Then. Y'all really think Power? Okay, so not really think Power right now is in a position where they are actively competing with Pokemon, and it looks like they're beating Pokemon. Do you think Palworld's a real threat to Nintendo and
beating
Pokemon?
Pokemon is a stretch because obviously Pokemon
I don't
is
think
still
so.
making way much more.
I'm actually surprised Palworld is now going to be.
Pokemon's not making more money because remember Pokemon. It's not just the games, bro. They got cards. The cards for Pokemon been going extra stupid lately.
I get that, Nano, but in this one time frame alone, Palworld has already made up so much ground, and they just got into trading cards. And
Palworld is officially. I'm surprised with the amount of success they have. I think they went from, because there's a lot of Pokemon copycats. But I think they went from a Pokemon quote unquote copycat or, something that's trying to be like Pokemon to it.
Standing on
it's a real threat now. It's gonna be a household name, game now. Like just like how there's Mario and Sonic. Now you got Pokemon and Palworld. I think they will.
And it's crazy because I'm about to say something I didn't think I'd ever say. I think right now, Palworld is in a bigger and better position than Digimon is as a competitor to compete with Nintendo and Pokemon.
They actually are.
And this is coming from a big Digimon fan.
Than Digimon. Did you?
Like, what the hell? Like, Digimon right now is in third place.
I was looking at this dude. He was doing some TikToks about Digimon, and I will say some of Digimon's Pokemon. Digimon a little over designed. He said they either turned into some robots or they turned into.
See, the thing is I don't know if Digimon
some giant humanoid.
capitalize like how Pokemon did,
They didn't.
or like how Palworld.
And I can tell you why. Half of their games were hit or miss, like Sonic. The reason why Sonic couldn't really stand, toe to toe with Mario back in the days, because some games would be bangers, other games would not.
Oh no, they definitely stood toe to toe with Mario. It's now Sonic 06 once they started getting 3D. Sonic 06 didn't really
I remember there was a
Sonic,
period of time when you used to say, "Oh, Sonic's my favorite game." People looked at you sideways.
I don't maybe what all the classics though. Maybe after like the 3D, like I said, Sonic 06 and Sonic Forces, I think. Like yeah, those games were pretty bad. But like when we talk about Sonic 1, 2, 3, when we talk about Sonic Hero, Sonic Adventure Battle, like people love those games. Those are heat. So, Sonic been hit. I mean, hit or miss, but they started off with a solid foundation. So they have the freaking flexibility to have a bad game or two, because a lot of the games they had, some of the classic games were really good.
I think the same thing that Digimon suffers from is the same thing that Sonic suffered from. Like they just.
But Sonic is always trying and always reinventing themselves and always doing new things. I mean.
Yeah, and I'll give them that, because that's the reason why they made a better kart racer this time around.
They got kart racers. They got Shadow the Hedgehog. They got an open world Sonic game. There's fan games. I mean, and also here's the thing about it. It's the community's divided. It's not that the games are necessarily bad. It's just that some of the games cater to different sides of the fan base. There's a certain Sonic fans that want, just the 2D aspect of Sonic games, and then there's some that want like the 3D games, and that's why some of the times the games, hit for some Sonic fans and not for others. Like, some people, they just want Sonic Mania type of games where, you have your classic 2D, with the jazz music, and you're going, 2D scrolling, and some people, they just want a big open world, game we get to explore in a 3D setting. So I think Sega for a while wasn't really good at, giving everybody what they wanted. But I think at least with Sonic, I think making different games for different parts of the fan base is probably what's the best. So you have your 2D games, and then you have for the 2D fans, and then you have your 3D games for the 3D fans. I think kind of combined the two, I think is where they mess up some. Because I think, what was it, Sonic Colors, or was it not Sonic Colors? Maybe a little bit of Sonic Colors, and then maybe Sonic Generations. I remember they had some good 3D levels, but then there was some. It's like a lot of their levels are trying to be like hybrids, where it's like you have a 3D sections that turn into long 2D sections. I didn't like that. I'm like, you just make it 3D. Man. Quit trying to make it like classic Sonic.
Then again, Sonic. Caleb is a little bit biased to his 3D games. He was saying the same thing about 2D fighters. Oh, there's 2D fighters. We don't need
people get tired of 3D shit too. We do. We do.
Caleb out here hating on 2D like it didn't start everything.
I mean, if you want to play 1995 game mechanics in 2026, by all means. But nah, we have the technology to, make 3D space, open worlds, and open arenas. So let's capitalize on it and do something with it. That's the problem, I think, and lack of innovation, or pushing. The limit of games, I think, is the problem.
Well, I agree.
People like
innovation, because that is the same reason why Digimon has been held back. That's the same reason why Pokemon has been held back. And it took someone like Pocket Pair to come out with Palworld and say, okay, we'll do it ourselves. And now they're the face, or they're on the forefront of like monster collections. Like Angel said earlier,
you're gonna be able to give Pokemon competition at.
If Pokemon drops wins and waves, and it's nothing like Palworld, GG's, bro.
But no, man. I mean,
it has to be like Palworld.
Back it up. It doesn't have to be like Palworld, but if they can't even get over the bare minimum and try and compete at that level, pack it up, bro.
But no.
It has to be good, like really good, better than the last.
Because Game Freak just hasn't been on their P's and Q's with Pokemon, and Nintendo don't look like they really care. They're like, just release another one. They'll forget about it.
But no, see, I'm not being biased because fucking even with Sonic, like one of the criticisms is that their games are on rails, and some people want freedom. And I think even people have made fan games where it's kind of like you have like an open world game where you can kind of open zone where you get to explore yourself and not just be on rails. Like the whole on rails thing that needs to evolve with Sonic. And I think another thing, they literally made two different Sonics. They've established what's it called, classic Sonic, and they've established modern Sonic. I feel like if you're gonna make a modern Sonic game, why are you putting classic Sonic game section in that? You know what I'm saying? Obviously, y'all want to.
I think it depends because you got to remember, Caleb. Because remember in Donkey Kong Bonanza, they had some 2D Donkey Kong stuff going on in that. I think they
but most of the game is 3D. It's like every level ain't just a 2D section. Like it's not, you can have it, but when every level is you not knowing what the heck you want to do, and just trying to like combine the two. Like have your classic sections or moments, but like don't get it too mixed up. Especially
yeah.
See, what they should have done is like if they could have done like maybe 2 timelines where some of the Sonic games are played in 2D and some of the other Sonic games are played in 3D. That would have been a perfect balance.
But I mean, what do you like the rails? Do you like? I think they need to get away from. Do you like just holding the? I'm just gonna run and hold the up button and that will complete the level. Just doing that. Like, no, they gotta. But I guess that's why they made Sonic Frontiers, because I guess that's kind of open world. But yeah, that's here or there, Sonic whatever. But
yeah, but shout out, Pocket Pair and Palworld. They gotta continue doing your thing, man, and can't wait to see what the future.
I'm just waiting for an animation. Once they get that on the road, on the
going
way
up, and they might get some, man. They might get
TV. That would be the one thing.
Never gets a TV show, bro.
That's what Pokemon has that they don't. It's a TV show. But I mean, if Cuphead got a show, hey, if they all the
and a movie, if Power gets a movie, whoo.
Probably a show. Like,
hey, Angel, what do you think would happen if Power got a movie?
I think a show would be do better than a movie.
Yep.
I think an anime show will fucking be fire.
An anime show would be fire, but if Power got a live action movie, how would you feel about it?
A live action?
He already moved a live action. I would think you would start cartoon first.
I wouldn't want it to start off as a live action.
I'm not saying to start off as a live action, but I'm saying what if down
That's
the line
exactly what you said.
No, I'm not saying start off with a live action. I'm saying what if they got a movie? I never said when or how it happens. I'm just saying at some point they get one.
If they get one and it could be executed right, then I think that'll be good. But I would hope that they do end up getting like some type of something in the future. But we will see, man. We will see.
I think it'd be good at getting people familiarized with their pals, because right now, I know a lot of Pokemon. Like a lot of Pokemon are familiar to people they know. Oh yeah, that's Meowth. That's Slow Poke. That's freaking Charmander. That's whatever. But like, I don't think right now. Pals, I don't think are household, names. I don't think people
household names. Yeah, you want to do stuff to get, more people in the know.
That's why they got the trading card game now.
That will help. That will help.
Yeah, it definitely help. Everybody's not into trading cards, though. I know some people like Logan Paul want to pay.
I do think that most people doing the trading card stuff are probably going to be people who are fans of Palworld already. But that's where, see, Pokemon grew bigger because of the anime and the games. So the anime kind of got everybody on with the TV show, and that's.
I definitely don't want Netflix doing it though. I don't want Netflix doing the anime. It might be hit or miss.
I don't really
50-50 rate at this point.
I would want it to do it. I just wanted to.
I knew Sammy was the Universal agent. He's shitting on Netflix now. Dang.
What?
He said he riding out.
What does that have to do with Universal?
You know, put negative propaganda against the competition.
But you know, shout out to Pocket Pyramid, and you
Shout out
know,
to Universal Plus.
I think they got some stuff going on. But I guess to move on from the Pocket Pair stuff, we do got some Beast of Reincarnation news. You know, the game just dropped not too long ago, and you know,
Send out
it's
mixed
the new
reviews.
game. And yeah, the reviews have been mixed, man. And this is a game that I do plan on playing. I'm still considering getting the game because from what I hear that the gameplay and the combat is really good, but everything else is kind of on the mess side. But the thing is, for me, I'm a gameplay type of person first. So good gameplay
but
can carry a game.
I would agree, because coming from playing Dragon's Dogma, the story was mid, but everything else was great. So that carried the game, and we got a sequel. The problem with this, the difference with this is this game ain't polished. And that's the thing I said was this, what would break this game is if Game Freak cannot have this game being optimized and run well, like how we see with the Pokemon games
or something.
Yes. So everyone's saying the gameplay and the combat is great. The problem is you can't really enjoy that, even though you do have your fun with it, because the optimization is ass.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't really go into too much. I didn't really watch reviews on the game, so I don't know what aspects people don't like about it.
So what reviewers have said is like the game's a solid 7 out of 10. The combat's good, it's enjoyable. The story is The graphics are great. Everyone praised Game Freak for stepping outside their box, because what they've been known for is making Pokemon games, and this is more of a technical game for their palette, but it's still plagued by the same mess that all their other games are plagued by, which is not being well optimized. So that's what's holding this game back at this point. And I would see, and this is why I was kind of on the fence when they first announced this game, because I was like, even in the trailers, there was some stuttering. And I'm like, well, hopefully they get this down right, because in the trailers, if I'm already seeing stuttering, I'm hoping that they don't release the game like this and look like all that time they had from that trailer till the release didn't really make a difference, because the game's still plagued by the same issues that I was talking about.
Okay. Well, I'm still considering getting it.
I'm definitely gonna play it as well. I mean, it's in Game Pass, but
yeah. I think the reason why I still want to get it is because it might not be the best game, but I want Game Freak to do things outside of just Pokemon
and push themselves.
Yes.
So are you saying that because you want them to get better so they can make a better Pokemon game, or are you saying that because you think they're being held back from just making Pokemon games?
I think they're being held back from just making Pokemon games.
So, if that's the case, would you want another studio to take the helm and try their hand at Pokemon while Game Freak does
No. Game Freak. Game Freak outsourced a lot of the developers when it came to Beasts of Reincarnation.
That could also be another issue why the game suffered from poor optimization.
It could be, but I'm pretty sure Game Freak is probably like a gigantic studio, but I want them to expand their horizons and not just depend on Pokemon. Like they could, like, what if, you know how a lot of people have been complaining about like Pokemon stuff? What if they make another game that's like amazing, and it's not Pokemon. You know, obviously if it's not outsourced or anything, but you know, it's a possibility. So that's kind of what I'm looking at right now. But
I just think, honestly, I don't know how bad this is gonna sound, but if I'm just gonna be honest here, I literally think Game Freak is a AA studio. Like, I'm gonna keep it a buck. They got AAA funding, but they're a AA studio, and nothing's wrong with that. It's just, in terms of the scope of games that they're making, it's the wrong games. A game like Beast of Reincarnation is probably the perfect type of game for them to develop, and they can get into their bag. Like, if I had to really compare them to any other group in the industry, if I'm looking at Game Freak, I'm thinking maybe THQ. Like, they're that kind of quality.
You?
Yeah, like THQ Nordic, the people that created Elix and Gothic and all that.
Okay.
Like, I see them in that category. That's not bad. Like, AA ain't bad. Like, we just seen AA with Expedition. Like, but there's just levels in the industry. And even then, I don't even think the studio Sandfall behind Expedition is AA. I think they're AAA.
Yeah, they did some AAA work, man.
I just think for their scope, that studio is definitely AA worthy, and have them mess around with some AA titles. Like, instead of having them be at the helm of Pokemon, have them do another franchise. Have them do like a Diddy Kong Racing.
What game?
We're not asking. We're not asking you to make Mario Kart, but we're asking you to make Diddy Kong Racing.
No, they need to do their own IPs, bro. They don't need to do other
I'm not saying it. I'm not saying for them to like literally do that. I'm saying instead of you doing like the main game that we need, like Mario Kart, do the side game, Diddy Kong Racing. So in other words, like, instead of you doing a big tentpole game from us, do something like smaller for us. That's around your size, around your skill.
Man, they need to do something, bro. I mean, I'm still, like I said, there's a lot of great games coming out this year, so, you know, Beast of Reincarnation might have not been like a knockout of the park, but it is a first from Game Freak that isn't Pokemon in recent times. So, you know, the developers did say that they're planning on updating the game, so we'll see. It might end up, you know, getting the optimization. It sucks that it didn't come out like that, but hey, we in the day and age now where that's like a common trope. But
that's a fact.
You know, shout out to Beast and Reincarnation. Like I said, I'm still considering getting it just to support the cause. And, you know, hopefully with the updates and everything, it could become the game that we all would like it to be. I still know people that have enjoyed the game, but yeah, definitely heard a lot of mixed things about it. So we gotta get that up there.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess speaking of another review, man, what's up with this Mistfall Hunter, man? I know you the Game Pass Brigader of the
Yes,
group.
sir.
What happened? What's going on?
I've been eating. I'm eating this week with the Game Pass drops, and you know, Mistfall Hunter is also a 7 out of 10. Not a bad thing. It's different, obviously, in the fact that it's a RPG extraction. It's a dark fantasy PvPvE extraction action RPG. It's developed by Bellring Games, where if you look at their, I guess, past, games or their history, there's really none. They're like, this is their game, and it's not a bad place to start off, honestly. And it's a bit of the same, but not really. Where in the sense where Beast and Reincarnation, his strength was like the gameplay and the combat. It's the same thing here. You know, it's a mix of like Dark Souls, so there's some risk and reward, and then obviously the extraction part of it makes it more riskier. So it's like when you die, you lose all your gear, your inventory, and whatever you're wearing. So it's like you got to learn to play your class and the role to an exceptional level, so where you're not caught up in either a 1v1 or a 3v3 and you can't hold your own. Because, you know, if you die, it's not just whatever's in your inventory is gone. It's all the progress you made thus far in the game. Like, your armor's gone. Everything's gone. The one drawback that I saw from the game thus far, and, you know, critics also agree, is like the map pool is kind of small. So, like, there's only 2 maps that you can really play on right now. And when you have a game that's brand new, like, you want there to be as much content as possible for your community to eat off of in the beginning of the game. Like, only being able to access 2 areas in the game where you can go around and explore, I don't think is enough for this type of game, especially. Like, when we saw Arc Raiders drop, there was like what? Dam Battlegrounds, Buried City, what's it called? Spaceport, Blue Gate. Those were only 4 maps early on into the game. You know when we got the 5th map, Stellamontis? In December. And that was only 2 months after the game released. So they had 4 maps that you could rotate to, and all of them were pretty big in size and scope. This game, they got 2 maps, and they're a lot smaller because you're pretty much going on like an island, different islands, and you're doing different quests and whatever, different missions. And I think where this game is lacking is just the content side of things, like different things that you could do. So like, yeah, you can solo PvP. Yeah, you can go do a duo PvP or a trio PvP. But like, in terms of PvE, not so much. Yeah, you can PvE when you get there, but it doesn't mean other players won't kill you. That's gonna hurt the players who are just PvE focused. So it might drive them away, but it is what it is. They knew what they were signing up for. On top of that, the economy system is kind of like the gears. I feel like they kind of gatekeep the gear from you. Especially when it's all kind of like RNG based. Like, you're gonna put in all this work, get to a high loot spot, loot it for you to probably get decent gear, and then someone just kills you once you get it.
Okay.
So it's like, do you want to farm for gear, or do you want to wait for someone at the extract and kill them and take the gear that they got?
I mean,
So it's like,
how are you playing the game?
I was playing the game like how I guess the developers wanted, or the developers intended for us to play the game. It's like, you go out in the world, you go loot, and then you extract. You also fight things along the way. You fight other teams or other players. And that's exactly what I was doing. But then it came to the mindset where I was like, I got into one run, literally did everything, killed all the mobs, killed the boss, got the loot. And as I was trying to make my way to extract, some guy pulled up on me, and I was already low HP, killed me, and took the gear that I had and my inventory. So the loot that I just, so you know what I'm saying? So it's almost like,
How'd that make you feel?
honestly, I didn't feel away. I was kind of upset because I was like, you couldn't just wait for the 1v1, let me heal up, and then we do the 1v1.
Come on, man. You know niggas ain't waiting
I
for that,
know, but
man.
I'm just saying, you couldn't give me a fair shot so I could smoke you.
Brett.
He's like, oh, he's low. He's like half health already,
He
and
just
he's running
wants
to
your
extract.
shit, bro.
He got something on him. Let me kill him. And I was
He
like,
just
damn.
want your shit, man.
Luckily, I guess because I was a new player, the game was like, oh, we saw that you died. here's some of your stuff back. They didn't give me everything, but they gave me majority of what I had. I was like, oh, appreciate that. But they said, well, next time you die, but hold on. They said, well, next time you die, that won't happen again. And I was like, well, okay.
So let me ask you, because I know this was a big thing that stopped a lot of, from what I heard, it stopped a lot of the casuals from, you know, playing Arc Raiders for an extended period of time. How did you like the fact that they give you majority of your stuff back? Do you think that should be something that they consider in the game?
It's tough because the whole thing about extractions, like extractions, the reason why it has its pull is because it's like very extremist. Like it's the hardcore of gaming. Like we have Souls-like, that's the hardest you'll get in terms of like playing a game. But then with extractions, it kind of takes it to another level because it's like, okay, we get that in a game, you gotta have gear. Like in Dark Souls, when you die, you still have your gear, but your level is reduced. With this game, they're like, no. You can keep your level, you just don't have shit. So it's like you gotta start over. And I kind of like that. It kind of keeps you on your toes. You know that there's a risk every time you go out. And you want to know that you're good at the game, that you can hold your own in a 1v1 if you decide to go solo out in the world. Or you want to have a good team and have good comms and good strategies to go up against different variables and parties. Like there's different classes. Every class has a strength and weakness. Every class can face each other in a 1v1. There's no weakest class in the game. It's just whichever class you're drawn to the most, master that class. And master that role when you're in a trio or a duo. But I think the game doesn't have to change. Like the design doesn't have to change. But if they wanted to make it more appealing for the casuals, I guess they could say, well, you lose your inventory, but you get to keep your gear, what you go out in the world with. That's one way they could go about it. But honestly, I didn't care that I lost my gear. The only thing I really cared about was like a fair fight. I was like, damn, I didn't mind losing my gear, but let me get a fair fight. I'm already here trying to dodge and get around somewhere so I can heal up.
People run the fair one in extraction shooters knowing they can lose their stuff, bro.
It depends. In Arc Raiders, sometimes you're not... See, the thing is, most times when you die in Arc Raiders, for the most part, you don't see the bullet coming because of the rat that's killing you. But, however, if you stumble upon another team, you run into them, all of a sudden everyone's taking cover and everybody's reset their position, and now it's a firefight. Like, yeah, someone might get a shot off, but you can heal up because now you're around cover, and now you're communicating with your team. All right, we're gonna make this move. But in this game, it's almost like people are just opportunistic, and they're just gonna wait at the extract or wait right outside a boss area, because they know you're going to have to heal and just go after the kill and take your stuff. And from what I've been seeing, and a lot of content creators for this game, because there's apparently some Twitch partners already for this game. Weird how they got Twitch partners for this game before Speedstorm ever did. They were saying, like, it seems like the meta right now is just don't even care about looting. Just wait for people to grab the loot and kill them. Which I was just like, well, damn, the game just came out, and this is what people rather do than just play the game how developers actually intended the game to be played. I mean, yeah, there's different play styles and distractions, but damn.
Hey, man. Kind of sounds like that's what you signed up for, my guy.
Yeah, and from what it sounds like a lot of new players are getting griefed because of it. People are trying to figure out how to play the game for the first time, the controls and all that, and then, you know, a guy that's played for about 3 hours now and is already a vet because he's already got like his 20th kill under him. He's like, all right, fresh meat. And then poor little Johnny that just got on the game has to go through that.
I mean, it sounds to me like you're explaining, you know, exactly how extraction shooters are.
Yep.
You know, you got, when you're at least at this point, if you're signing up for an extraction game, you got to know what comes with it. Yep. It's like the same thing when you sign up for a Souls-like.
You know what you signed up for when you joined the army? Don't act brand new. You knew you was going to war. What, you didn't think because it was all peaceful for a minute, the U.S. wasn't going to send you out? No. That's not what this is. It's wartime now. We need you. So I get it. It's just
Hey, that's a good segue, man. Because you know, we talking about war. Apparently, Gears of War has a multiplayer beta this weekend. Is it on PS5 or do you have to have an Xbox to be on this?
No,
Xbox and
Gears of
PC.
War is exclusive to PC.
Just like how I guess Marvel Token was exclusive to PlayStation. Now they're like, oh, we got Gears. Y'all got Marvel Fight 2D Fighter. We got fucking Gears, man.
Are you playing a 2D fighter?
I never said I don't have fun or I can't play 2D Fighter. I have fun with them, but
I know you was excited to play this game, Caleb.
Yeah, Gears. I'm a big Gears head. I played all the Gears, but I don't have a Xbox Series. I have an Xbox One and the Xbox 360, but I never got the Series because I got the PS5. But the game looks good from what I'm seeing. I'm just seeing some clips out and stuff.
Yeah,
Are you
everybody's excited.
on it?
I'm gonna be streaming it.
So far from what you're seeing, is it living up to the hype?
Yes. From what I've been seeing so far, it's living up to the hype. It's got a horde mode, which is looking like, it's looking kind of crazy. I'm just like, damn, a horde mode?
Yeah, it looked pretty good from what I was seeing too. The horror mode looked like it's gonna be fire because I think they said it was gonna be a big ass level, and it's gonna be like 2-3 separate teams of like 3 people or something like that.
Yeah,
or was it 4?
I think it said there's gonna be up to like 12 people, so 3 teams of 4, and you're going up against a giant horde.
Yeah, so everybody's gonna be in the map, and each team is going to be going through the map, and then at the end, they all come together to fight this giant raid boss. Look pretty good, man. Looks pretty good.
Yeah. I was like, shoot, yo, these guys are cooking right now. I'll give it to them. When in terms of when, Epic Games was like, okay, Microsoft, we done making Gears games. We gave y'all a trilogy. We out. We're doing other things, and they made Rocket League and Fortnite. And then, Bungie was like, okay, Microsoft, we done with the Halo. We want to make other games. And they went off to make Destiny. Like, at least Xbox was a 50% in terms of which studios were going to make the next games in the franchise. Like, they gave the Coalition the keys for Gears. And then they gave, 343 Interactive, or known as Halo Studios, the Halo franchise, and Halo Studios, they need to be shut down. They cannot make a Halo game for their life. However, Coalition has been able to keep the Gears franchise alive and keep the game feeling like Gears. Shout out to Coalition because they really know how to make Gears.
Seems like there's a lot of old remakes or nostalgia. I think there was the Halo original champion. Or was it Combat Evolved? I think that remake just came out, and now you got Gears E-Day, which I guess is not a remake, it's a prequel. But yeah, it seems like all of the old IPs are coming back, man.
At this point, I'm saying take Halo away from Halo Studios and give it to id Software.
Did 343 change their name to Halo Studios or something?
Yes.
Yes.
They rebranded because they knew their name was tarnished at that point.
And apparently, they have not been doing a great job.
Yeah, I guess the controversy, I don't know. I'm hearing stuff with they saying Halo, the new Halo remake is woke. I'm just like, oh, here we go.
I'm hearing this mid.
But
and I'm not
from what I'm hearing, I think it's just a lot of woke. So, because they saying that you can kill men, but you can't kill women or something like that, which I don't know why you killing your own soldiers, but I guess people tried it out or something. And I think what was else they were complaining about? Some new Marine that's like a woman. She's like kind of masculine, and they trying to complain about that. So I think it's another situation where people giving extra criticism because they think it's woke. But I guess Gears ain't no quote unquote.
What do we say about these grifters, man? I'm done listening to grifters. They're not
Hey,
even
the
really
grifters
gamers. They just here for the pocket.
The grifters like Gears, apparently, man. The grifters like Gears.
They better stay away from Gears because if I see them if I see them in the streets, they getting popped.
Okay.
Straight up, they getting popped with the horde along with them. It's like, oh, weren't you that grifter from that channel? Bam, bam. Off to the next one.
But I think the original, the actual release date is October 6th for Gears E-Day. So if you want to play early, you got an Xbox, it's perfect time for you to try it out and get some games in, man.
I'm hearing a lot of people are actually going to be trying to play this beta.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I can see a lot of people.
I think this is
trying to
going to
play
be the biggest Xbox game in a while. And yes, Caleb, you're right. October 6th is when this game drops. If you get the collector's edition, you get 5 days early access. No, I was just double checking for the people who are watching.
But yeah,
I know there's a couple
it's
people that said they were going to be playing this beta tomorrow. And since it starts tomorrow, I guess I might be streaming that then.
Shout out
I wasn't
Gears,
gonna stream
man.
this fall, but this beta look like it's too hype for me to miss.
but yeah, we got Dragon's Dogma 2 getting an upgrade.
Yes,
What kind of upgrade
sir.
we getting on Dragon's Dogma?
Apparently, they got a hard mode coming out.
What did I tell you?
They
I
got
told you that was gonna be a thing. I told you that was gonna be a thing,
Pro
though.
gamers are like, yo, we
I
tired
told you
of
this
this
was
gaming journalist gameplay. We need some challenge.
Hopefully, the game increase its enemy diversity or variety along with that. But that's a good thing, though, Sammy. That's a good thing. You excited?
But it's hard for me to be excited when I already kind of knew what was gonna happen because, like I said, I played the first game,
I mean,
and
you
even
can
though
still be excited, my guy.
I mean, I'm excited because it's Dragon's Dogma. That's my game. That's my Capcom game. But at the end of the day, I wasn't excited like I didn't already know this was gonna happen. Because, like I said, I played the first game. I didn't play the base game. I played Dark Arisen as the complete edition. So when it launched, I didn't play this game. I was playing Skyrim. I slept on this game. And one of these days, I was like, I need another game to play. And I saw this on sale on a 360 store. So I bought it, played it. I was like, holy shit. Why wasn't this game bigger than it was meant to be? And then I realized this game and Skyrim released the same year. I was like, okay, it makes sense. However, it was a hidden gem for me. And it's been a hidden gem because Capcom realized the cult following this game had and gave it a sequel. But because I played the first game and I played the Dark Arisen version, I didn't have experience with the base game. So maybe if I had bought the base game from day one, it probably would have felt like playing Dragon's Dogma 2 right now without the Dark Arisen 2 DLC that's coming for the game right now. So it's hard for me to compare it. But what I can compare is the fact that they're getting Dark Arisen as a DLC for Dragon's Dogma 2, and I played the first one with Dark Arisen. So I know from playing Dark Arisen, it turned the game upside down in terms of difficulty, and it expected you to know the game mechanics and the system of the world. Otherwise, you couldn't progress. You couldn't fight nothing. If you knew a mob's weakness, you better use it in a fight because it will punish you if you don't. This game, everybody complained about the game not having a proper end game, the game not having proper difficulty, scaling in terms of where you are at in the story. And with Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen DLC coming out, it's going to change that because it did that for the first game. So it seems like it's right in line for me. So that's why I say I'm not surprised, but I am happy that people are starting to realize how good this game franchise really is. And it's not just on the back burners for Monster Hunter like I thought it was. So I'm glad Capcom, reassured me there. But
yeah, Capcom on the road, man.
The big update that they're giving this game now is that they're adding a 60 FPS update for Xbox Series X and PS5. And the update apparently has been tested for over 6 months and is adding the hard mode, as Nano said. So there's going to be 2 new options when you go into settings for this game. So for Series X and PS5, you can have it prioritizes performance, where it will play in 1728p resolution and it'll give you 50 to 60 frames per second. And then the next one is the graphics mode, which will let you play in 2160p, which is 4K. So you can play this in 4K, but it'll probably be locked at 30 frames per second. But if you want to play this at 60 frames, you get a higher resolution. It's over 1440p. So you know you're getting more than just like 1.5K. You're getting somewhere between like 1.8K. If that makes any sense. So you're getting a higher resolution, a slightly higher resolution, but double the frames, or you can go for 4K 60 or 4K 30. So you're definitely going to be able to eat in this game, especially when this new DLC drops. And for those of you who've been on the fence and who's had this game in their backlog, or who's had this game in the game library and hasn't really started the game or booted the game up, now would be the time when they drop this, Dark Arisen 2 DLC for this game, to be the time you play this game, because you'll fully enjoy it how it was intended to be played.
Okay.
Now,
I definitely
if you
gotta
ask
ask
me about a part 3, I don't know, but it seems like part 2 is doing its job. But yeah, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say that I gotta ask my boy Pro and my other homie Terrence if they plan on playing this, because they did play Dragon's Dogma 2, so you gotta see, man. Gotta see. It looks promising though. So, if I ever get into Dragon's Dogma 2, I feel like I'd be more excited to play the game with this being a thing. And I'm wondering, does this mean that I could play the base game at hard mode too?
Probably, because the DLC, you wouldn't. Technically, the DLC wouldn't kick in till you get to end game, because it's an end game situation. So I'm assuming that this upgrade is happening outside of the DLC, where you'll be able to play this game at the higher frames and fidelity. And then when the DLC drops, you'll just have that added benefit of playing the game at the higher fidelity or frames with the added increased difficulty and the new area that's included into the base game now.
I see. Okay. Well, that's good to hear. I guess moving on. We got what's this Microsoft and Xbox news, man?
So apparently, I know it's been leaks and talks, but it looks like it's been confirmed that Microsoft is really saying, like, even though there's no physical games future from the Sony side of things, Microsoft is saying, well, at least over here on Xbox, we're trying to have you have your physical games go digital and you can still play them. I know we talked about that a bit extensively in the past couple of episodes, but they literally came out and said, like, you'll have the option to put your physical disc in there and convert your physical library into digital. So that does help. On top of that, though, Microsoft said they really want to capitalize on Sony not having a disc drive.
Okay.
They openly came out and said, like, that's crazy.
Well, if this is true, I'm not gonna lie, man.
Your queen is putting in work? That's what you about to say? Queen Asha?
Listen. And you know what's so crazy, bro? I've been seeing so many people, even more than before, say all it takes is for Xbox to come out with a disc drive and it's over. They're immediately swapping. And I'm talking about people that have been playing for PlayStation for years, bro. So
because they weren't real Sony PlayStation heads. They probably swapped sides during the Xbox One era, and they were looking for a reason to leave Sony.
No, bro. I'm talking about people who said they only played on PlayStation. Like they haven't played on Xbox. So I'm saying
now they're feeling real patriotic. They're like, no, we staying home. We're not doing that Japan stuff. We USA out here. Damn.
Bro, I never had an Xbox, bro. I mean, I'm not saying
Really?
I'm going to Xbox, nah, but I'm going to PC. But you have a lot of people
Welcome to Xbox.
like if so people who aren't going to PC, they're
Mhm.
saying that they're going to Xbox, which is the opposition of PlayStation. If Xbox comes out with a digital disc drive or with a physical disc drive. So
Honestly, I think that's all talk because at the end of the day, they can't carry over their library to Xbox. They gonna
it's
put
not
that
all talk,
behind
bro.
you?
Yes, bro. People,
I don't know, man.
people are
That's hundreds of
serious
dollars
about
you put
that,
down
bro.
into your library, and all of a sudden you just gonna make a shift to another
Man, people
ecosystem.
want
We gotta
the
buy those
physical
games
disc,
back.
bro. People
I
want
get
the
all that, but
physical.
people are not just gonna drop their library just to go to a different platform and start all over, Nano.
You make it sound like they not still gonna have a PlayStation.
I mean, yeah,
Remember,
but
they still gonna have, unless they decide to sell what they have. At that point, they know what they're doing already.
Caleb, what do you think about this, man?
Listen, I'll be Caleb. What they're doing right now is perfect, man. This is what we need.
That's what Caleb would say.
With the physical games going digital, I guess it's a way to, I mean, try
No,
to.
what we're talking about is you think people would actually leave the PlayStation ecosystem to go to Xbox just because the games aren't going to be physical on Sony's side?
No.
See, I told you Caleb was
going
going to say
nowhere.
that shit.
It's outrage. People saying
Say
what
that.
they want.
What the?
Yes, I did. I was like, when you said, "Oh, I'm going to play Caleb," and you said, "We going to leave and go to Xbox," I was like, Caleb wouldn't say that shit.
Hell no. I think
Nah,
a lot of
Bob.
people are outraging about the physical. They gonna buy digital. They probably the last 50 games they bought were all digital.
Yep,
All right,
that's what I think
we
too. I think
we're
it's
gonna
fake outrage.
We're going to see exactly what happens when the time comes. I guarantee you, there's gonna be people that switch over.
Okay,
I think
Charles
you guys
Barkley.
I think you guys are underestimating like the power of PR and how people are actually feeling right now.
No, I don't deny that people will make the switch, but I don't think it's gonna be like a mass exodus, like how other people
PlayStation
are
still
trying to
has
say.
stuff. Xbox doesn't. So as long as PlayStation
Like,
have those
right now, the
exclusives.
PS5 is at 100 million player base, and Microsoft's at like 60 million. I don't think with the next generation it's gonna be 80-80.
I'm not well. Okay,
Like, I think
I'm
it'll be
not-
more
I'm not-
so 90-70.
so I think we're arguing two different points then, because I'm not saying that like the numbers are gonna completely swap or something. I'm saying that there are people out here that are saying they will make the swap over to Xbox if Xbox decides that they will continue to support physical games, and their Xbox will be able to take physical disc. That's all I'm saying.
I definitely agree with that notion. I don't think it's gonna be like a complete equal parity situation like how we had with the PS3 360 era right away, but I do think it'll be real close next gen. I do think it'll be a lot closer next gen in terms of console player base.
It's gonna make Xbox a real competitor.
Yeah.
And that's what we need.
Because for whatever reason,
Sony can keep
Nintendo
playing if they want.
is like, we in our niche, we not gonna, disturb what we got going on because it's working for us. And I don't blame them. Sony kind of pushed them out, and Nintendo's kind of found their way back. So I feel like they're comfortable. But what has comfortability done for them lately? Not too much, apart from Donkey Kong. Yeah, it's really, the ball is really in Xbox's court.
Apparently, Splatoon Raiders is doing really good, man.
Splatoon what?
Splatoon Raiders.
Man.
Hey, I'm just saying, Nintendo's slowly getting.
So Nintendo came out with an extraction Splatoons. They're trying to be the
it's
new Arc
not.
Raiders.
It's not an extraction game.
I know, I'm just talking shit.
But hey, man, they saying right now, in the future, all you really gonna need is a Nintendo Switch and a PC, and you'll be set.
Man, until you don't need a Switch, and they're gonna be like, all you need now is a PC.
Hey, I might want to get your PC.
What happens if console games don't come to PC though? And that's a great segue because literally Xbox is talking about 360 games coming to PC. And I really think the way that they're going to go about this is that instead of placing games on Steam as like their original plan that they had, I think with Asha in charge, she's looking at a way to compete with Steam now. It's like we're putting our games on our own PC app, and if you want to play them, you can get them on the Xbox app, the Xbox store. Otherwise, you won't be able to play these games.
So,
and if that's the case, that really changes everything because it's like you ain't gonna play Gears on PC no more unless you got the Xbox app. You're not gonna play Fable on PC no more unless you got the Xbox app. Like it changes a lot of things. Like, do you really want Steam if you can't play the big AAAs? Like all you're gonna be able to play is the indies. Nothing wrong with indies, but it's like,
wait, why are we making it look like a PC person can't have both Steam and the Xbox app at the
I'm not
same
saying they
time?
can't, but I'm just saying it's like at
So
some
don't
point it
change
looks
nothing.
like Microsoft is looking to take over the PC platform once again. Like they already have the PC market cornered in terms of the software side.
So you're saying they're gonna try to be a direct competitor to Steam?
Yep. They're gonna incentivize everybody using their store instead of Steam.
That's
and
better
if I'm gonna be honest,
for PC people.
And if I'm gonna be honest, Xbox already got the better party system than Steam does. Everybody goes to Discord if they want to use a party system on PC. So with that in mind, I'm already thinking Xbox already got a leg up on them. It's just their storefront is weak. So if they can fix that, and then they're gonna provide OG Xbox games on their PC store and 360 games on their PC store, when they already have the Xbox One games and the Series S and X games on their PC store, I think it'll come to a point where it's like, man, if you really want to play those tentpole Xbox games or those bangers, you're going to need the Xbox app to play them. Otherwise, just play whatever's on Steam.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that actually sounds like great news to your people, man.
And I think that's another way that they're going to try and incentivize people to subscribe to Game Pass.
Okay.
So that PC Game Pass is going to be cooking. Because wait till they start talking about, the first drops to PC Game Pass from backwards compatibility games is this, and that. Everyone's going to be like, what? Because there's so many 360 games you can't play on PC unless you emulate. Not saying we do that out here. I'm just saying. But there's a lot of JRPGs. Like if I had to, what's that one big JRPG that was on Xbox again?
Lost Odyssey.
Yes, Lost Odyssey. Man, I can't believe you already knew this shit.
Come on, man.
I
know my shit, man.
But it's crazy because it's crazy because you said you never had an Xbox in your life. So how you know about that?
Just because
was that one that you wanted to play?
Just because I never had an Xbox don't mean I don't do my research, man.
So that must have been a game on your radar at some point. You was like, oh man, this looks like
Lost Odyssey.
Yeah.
It was pretty big, man. And you know it's so crazy? If what you're saying is true, then
you get a chance to play it.
Yeah, if it goes on the Xbox app on PC and I get my PC, I might be able to, experience it. And apparently from what people said that played it, they said it was a hidden gem, bro.
Yep. They was comparing it to Final Fantasy. That's how good it is.
Yep. I heard that too. So
I don't know if Angel's played it because Angel grew up playing on the console. Maybe he has. He'd probably have the best insight on that or the best knowledge on that. But I have never played the game. I actually own it. I just never played it yet.
Oh, okay. Okay. Hopefully you play it one day, man.
Just because, I wasn't really big into JRPGs until Expedition came out. So, like I said, it's really a game like Expedition has really expanded my horizons in terms of different types of games I want to play now. Not that I didn't want to play certain JRPGs already, like Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy X and 7, but this is really giving me the push that I needed to really make that move to play those games.
Yes, sir. Okay. Well, hey, man. It's like I said, sound like good news to me. The more competition, that they have, that Steam has, the better they can continue to make their platform better. So
that's facts.
We will see, man. We will see.
Competition breeds excellency.
Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir.
But
I guess,
enough yapping, I guess. We're now approaching towards the ends of the podcast. We got 3 trailers for y'all. 3 exciting and interesting games that we can showcase to you guys. As per usual, this is the best time to be a gamer. So what better way than on the podcast to show you some good games that are upcoming? Hopefully we still got Angel here. I guess the best one, I think the first one we should probably show off is the Attack on Titan 3 gameplay reveal trailer. For you anime heads out there, I know Nano's a big anime guy. Caleb's an anime guy. Angel's an anime guy. I guess we're all anime guys.
It actually looked pretty good.
Yep. If I'm not mistaken, it's an open world game.
Yeah, that's what it was looking like.
Which is kind of crazy in the world of Attack on Titan. It's an open world. A scout. I don't know if it's looking good for us, guys.
Yes, sir.
Angel, you still there? Angel playing Palworld right now as we speak. Damn.
Bro, I swear Angel and Caleb be disappearing.
Angel be playing Palworld, Caleb be playing Marvel Rivals, and me and Nano be holding up the pod, bro. They probably like, yo, thank God for Nano and Sammy, man. Otherwise, I wouldn't be getting this gameplay in.
You ain't lying, man.
Caleb's like, I can hear Celestial right now.
Damn, so I don't know. So what we gonna do about the trailers, man?
I don't know. Hey, man, Angel, what you doing, man?
Are you muted, bro?
I wonder if he's muted.
Talking.
Hold on.
If you talking, we can't hear you.
I don't see anything moving in the Discord chat.
Can we? Okay, so I guess the only thing that we could do is drop a link to the trailer in the chat.
That's crazy. Angel, where you at, brother?
We can't do that without Angel.
Oh, man. It better have been worth it, Angel. I'll tell you that right now. The fans ain't getting jiggy to this.
Man, I sure hope that nigga ain't fall asleep, bro, because how the fuck we gonna end?
We gonna leave Angel on stream.
You gonna have to edit 5 hours, 5 extra hours of the podcast.
Just turn it into a clip. Angel falling asleep.
I mean, well, okay. So, did you watch the Attack on Titan trailer?
Yeah, I watched the trailer.
So I watched it too. What did you think about how it was looking? So I guess we could like talk about it.
I think in terms of what I saw, it was obviously it's different because there's not too many times you get an anime game that's open world apart from that One Piece game that came out a while back. I think it was what was the name? World Seeker. That was open world. I actually have that game. So this is probably like the second of its kind to come out and be open world. And I think the difference between World Seeker and this is the setting is really what's going to sell this game. It's Attack on Titan before anyone's really a Titan. You're fighting Titans. I think there's a lot of, well, there's high stakes in this world. You know, you're fighting for your life pretty much. You're not going to turn into well, at least I don't think you're going to turn into a Titan and fight other Titans. That would kind of, I don't know. Like, they could go that route in terms of how they want to make future games, because literally that's what happened in the story. Sorry if I'm spoiling it for anybody, but I mean, it's been done by now. You should have watched it. But I think with how you're introduced into this game, it seems like you're more so of a scout and you're more grounded, meaning there's no over the top. You're not a Ackerman. So you're just a regular scout out there doing what regular scouts do, and your job is to, you know, reduce the numbers of the Titans while also defending the walls. So it seems like it's going to be a promising game. Like,
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know how they're going to treat like the threats of Titans coming to the walls. Like, is it going to be some kind of raid style situation where like a cluster of Titans come to the wall and it will ping on the map, and then there'll be like a horn or a message saying, "Oh, all scouts to this wall," and then you have to proceed to go to that wall to defend it. Like, that would be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks like it's a promising game so far.
Yeah, the physics look really, really good. I've never played any of the Attack on Titan games. I don't know if you have.
I haven't.
Okay.
I believe my cousin played one of them. I think I saw him play one of them, but I was like, how do you even play Attack on Titan? Like, I guess it could feel like playing Spider-Man when you're going across the open world, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Is this something you actually look forward into trying out and playing yourself?
Well, okay. Does this have a release date?
It should. I mean, it had an earlier trailer, I think from last year at the Game Awards, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. So, I wouldn't say it's on my immediate radar.
Oh, December 10th this year.
Ooh, a December game.
Yep.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's on my immediate radar, but it definitely looks promising. So we'll have to see, man. We'll have to see. But I did like how the aerial mobility physics look. The gear, it looks really nice. The action looks pretty good. I don't really know how the difficulty is for the Attack on Titan games, so we'll have to see about that. But the gameplay looked pretty good. I love open world games, so I'm not completely against trying it out. Like I said, I don't think it's a priority game for me.
Yeah. But I mean, if you look at the timeline when it's releasing, it's not really releasing with any game intention, unless you're still playing GTA at that point, which you probably would be if you buy GTA. But you said you're not getting GTA, so I think in terms of what's going to be released that month, that's probably the only game.
Yeah. Well, okay.
Well, I'm not saying it's the only game ever that's going to release, but I'm saying out of the games that have been really big, like the big name games, that's probably the only one.
Yeah. Well,
unless something gets shadow
I was gonna say, because the Zelda Ocarina of Time remake is supposed to be coming out in 2026. So
yeah, which date? Because I know it's not releasing the same time as GTA. I'll tell you that.
Well, believe it or not, I actually think Zelda will be able to sell a lot during GTA if they release it at the same time.
No, it won't. I'll tell you right now, it won't. No shade on Zelda, no shade on Nintendo. This is GTA.
just because you do know they have completely different audiences, right?
I get that they have completely different audiences, Nano, but everyone's gonna be playing GTA. Just the fact alone that they sold 50 million in pre-orders, 50 million on pre-orders, and the game's not even out.
You're
They're gonna do another 50
I
mil.
think you're seriously underrating or underestimating the popularity of Zelda.
I don't think I am. I think it will
Not
get
to
sales
mention,
after
Ocarina
the
of
fact.
Time. Ocarina of Time is one of the most popular Zelda games in existence. I think this is gonna sell like crazy, no matter when it comes out. And I plan on getting this game. Listen, you a Nintendo hater, so it makes sense.
And I'm not a Nintendo hater. I'm just a Switch 2 hater. There's a difference, Nano.
Nintendo hater,
There's a difference, Nano.
Well, this game is
I'm a
coming
Switch
out
2
on
hater.
the Switch 2, so it's still
Okay,
stands.
I don't hate Zelda. I don't hate the game. I don't mess with Switch 2.
think it's coming out when GTA is coming out.
It's definitely not. Everybody's avoiding that release date for obvious reasons.
I think it's coming out. It's either coming out in December.
It's gotta come out December. And if it does, it's by itself.
It could get delayed as well.
It's probably gonna get delayed. I'm telling you right now. Nintendo's probably looking at the release date and they're like, "Man, do we want to risk going against GTA? We could probably stand on our own, but we're not going to get the sales."
They don't care about GTA, bro. Nintendo does not care about GTA whatsoever.
Well, they better. 'Cause I'm telling you right now, they're not going to get the sales. 50 million on pre-orders alone tells you everything you need to know. And that's not even people buying the game day one, Nano.
I'm telling you, it's not going to matter. Zelda could stand on its own two legs, whether GTA is there or not.
It could probably stand. Yo, Nano, it could probably stand on its own two legs, but without its head on its shoulders.
Listen, we could agree to disagree. I just know the power of Zelda and what it could do. It's still one of the most popular franchises in gaming history.
Oh, of course. I just don't think they would release the game during GTA's time. I think they would probably just drop the movie instead.
I mean, I don't know when the movie, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, but yeah, I guess from Attack on Titan, look forward to that in December. I don't think I saw any of the other trailers though, so.
I saw bits and pieces of the other two trailers, but that's why I was like, I'm going to save them for the podcast so we can all go through them because they looked interesting from what I saw. But Angel went on hiatus. I never really want to watch these trailers because I'd rather watch it all of us together and we kind of do like our first reaction. But damn, it's kind of hard to put the trailers on when Angel's MIA. And who even knows what happened to Caleb?
Yeah, I mean, Caleb's probably still there, but
yeah, Caleb's definitely on that Marvel Rivals right now.
More than likely. Right now, I'm looking at the Angelic Dark Symphony trailer. I mean, but yeah. Is Angelic Dark Symphony, is this a new IP?
I believe so. Let me just double check.
Is this an open world game?
I'll have your answers in just a minute. It's a tactical RPG.
So is it kind of like Mass Effect?
It's hero-driven.
My bad. My baby mom called me.
Man,
okay, that's a good reason.
Man.
That's a good reason. Your BM called. Okay, guys, we can let Angel live. Don't worry.
She might call me back, FYI. So,
all right, we got two trailers to view.
Yeah, let's get through these trailers,
and then we can end the pod because that's all we're doing right now.
Mhm.
Got you. I got you.
I mean, actually, we can watch 3 trailers since you're here. Attack on Titan, because we was talking about it. I don't know if everybody's seen it. So the Attack on Titan trailer, you could run that one first, and then
Oh damn. Okay, hold on.
from that one you can go to Angelic, and then finish off at Swords of Legends.
I can't type in the reveal trailer.
Alright, y'all. So this is the trailer for Attack on Titan 3.
I love how the characters look. They look exactly like they do in the
anime. Yeah.
Did you watch Attack on Titan, Simon?
I did. From start to finish.
It's pretty good.
Look who it is. Look who the cat dragged in.
Yeah, Mr. Caleb.
Caleb's name is gonna go back to C. Oh
man.
Angel, you could put on the Angelic Dark Symphony trailer.
Yeah, from what I saw from this trailer, bro,
graphics look good.
This shit look like it could be promising.
It does.
Do you hear it?
But I don't think they showed any gameplay though.
Little bits and pieces.
Yeah, I want to see.
It looked like they're trying to show more of the quest system and stuff like that.
Yeah, this shit only gonna be on Steam, bro. So that kind of blew me.
You silly girl. You played with fire.
Oh, you're talking about this game? My bad.
Yeah.
I was like talking about Attack on Titan.
You will die down there.
Tell Her Majesty she'll have to revive me again. I'm not abandoning my friends.
Yeah, this game looks interesting.
It does.
But I can't play it unless I get a PC.
I'm pretty sure this will have a release on console at some point, anyways.
There are no angels here.
Bro, I kid you not, bro. I've been seeing more games that I want to play on PC than anything.
Man, why you
You
lying?
got the real exclusive, bro.
Well, man, Nano shilling for PC. That's crazy.
They do, bro. PC got more exclusive than any system out right now.
Nano out here bending over backwards for PC. I thought I'd never see the day.
Just ain't it how I see it, man.
Yeah, PC is one of the good places to game on. I'm not gonna lie.
It's the best place to game on now.
It's up there. Behind mobile.
Let me find out you hating on, bro. But yeah, this game looks interesting, bro.
It does.
A cinematic tactical RPG. Definitely sound like some Mass Effect stuff.
And then we got the last trailer. This is right up Caleb's alley with Swords of Legend. You already know how Caleb loves his Chinese mythology.
That's crazy.
One thing about Caleb is he loves his Chinese mythology and his monkeys and his racing games. That's the formula for Caleb Black Flash.
Same TikTok mashups, the same music.
Sure.
The top DJs,
Hey man, I'm a gamer. I got variety.
It's 2026, and the Souls-like subgenre continues to grow.
Then you quit
with
putting
new contenders all aiming
games,
high to be the next great hit.
exclusive
It's an appealing
games on
genre, to
every
be sure,
console, so
but
we
to
play
truly
all
make
the
an
shit.
impact, you need not only a great hook, but also stellar combat fundamentals that run deep. That's where the upcoming Swords of Legend
Caleb's
is
like,
looking
stop
to put
exposing
its
me,
best
man.
foot
I play a lot of games.
As developer Oregon Shanghai reinvigorates the long-running Chinese RPG series into a faster, more fierce action game that'll push players to master its wuxia-inspired martial arts.
You can judge my fate.
Swords of Legends recently left an impression at Summer Game Fest 2026, and we finally got over an hour of hands-on time to get a feel for its slick fighting
Reminds me of
systems
Wu-Chang.
and the visually stunning, intense boss encounters. It's a type of Souls-like
Yeah,
that
it kinda
embraces the journey
does.
of a mythical hero in the making, with its heightened action-focused jaunt through Chinese mythology. So far, Swords of Legends plays
Dude,
like
what
a
is this
promising
game
new
called?
Souls-like that has me eager
Swords
to
of
see
Legend.
where this grand spectacle will go next.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm liking this boss fight already.
Man, there's been so many Asian-like games coming out.
Yeah, they're taking over the Souls-like genre at this point.
Time you've heard about Swords of Legends, which is
I like the
actually part of a larger
battlefield
series of role-playing games and a
that they're
live-action
showcasing
TV
right
show
there in that
based on the
fight.
Chinese cross-media series Fujian. Swords of Legends is a reboot of sorts that takes the series into the realm of Souls-like action, bringing the wuxia-inspired
This
spectacle,
dude just summon people like his black man.
fantasy and martial arts action into an action RPG that's all about taking out foes with style and a certain level of grace that's befitting of a mythical hero. Taking on the role of Sipan, a fallen swordsman turned agent of the underworld, he's tasked with traveling to the mortal realm to face off
Yeah,
with
this
ruthless demons
definitely
and
look like
mysterious rivals
Wu-Chang.
rampaging through the lands.
Combat
This also
looks
includes
cold,
the added
though.
task of
It
collecting
does.
as many souls as possible from slain enemies and using them to augment his expanding
This might be on my
arsenal of
radar
artifacts that greatly alter
for a
his
day
fighting
one
style.
play.
My hands-on
It's
time
gonna be
with
on
Swords of Legends
Xbox.
focused on a demo-specific series of tutorials.
I don't know. This is
and
my
isolated
first time watching the
missions
trailer.
that ran me through some of the larger environments to
Man.
explore, such as the dreamlike ethereal landscape of the mythical realm.
I don't see why it wouldn't.
Hopefully it's on
isolated
everything.
mountaintop communities overrun
Yeah.
by demons in the mortal realm.
Okay, there's some elemental stuff going on here.
The signature
Because he was
boss
just
battles
using
capped off
lightning.
the event, which were not only a great dive into slick martial arts action, but also surprisingly tricky encounters that had me pulling out every.
How you
trick
like
in my
how it looks visually?
I like the visuals. It reminds me of Wu-Chang a lot, which I really enjoyed.
Yeah, kind of does.
You'll give me a
I wonder.
Damn, these ads are crazy. Like, these fucking ads are crazy.
Yeah, bro, the ads are going stupid.
I'm curious. Like, I know I said it looks like Wu-Chang, but like literally the combat design kind of is very similar as well. I know it's not the same studio.
Who turns from a wholesome cat?
Man, you know the game's cooking when they got this many ads to distract you.
Nah, man, it's fucking IGN, bro. They be with ads for like longer videos.
And it is an admittedly well-established setup.
This isn't the first time I've seen something like that, and it's
like
insane.
I've had experience with these ads before.
Yeah, bro. People call them out in the comments, bro.
Oh, so you can use the umbrella as a shield. Okay.
Picking your moments carefully to go in for strikes against both common enemies and some of the more
It's crazy because when you look at the HP bar and he's dealing damage, it don't even look like these bosses are taking much damage, man.
But it handles that particular dance of navigating combat encounters where you'll evade, parry, and dodge attacks to strike at the right time as exactly that. A dance of wills and wits. I was particularly impressed with how these battles have such flair to them, which is a nice contrast.
That's crazy. That combo right there that he did with his henchman.
Yep.
Him just running up on the chains like that. That's kind of cool.
I'm liking these boss fights.
Yeah. Headless swordsman.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. The combat looks fire.
Yeah, they selling me on combat alone. Right there, we got the Black Panther.
That I don't often feel from Souls-like games. Still, there were plenty of moments where the enemies really decked me.
Buff Black Cat.
Too comfortable. That same sense of satisfaction when taking out a particularly ruthless enemy, and later on once
Yeah, this shit definitely got some
Swords of Legends.
Black Myth Wukong going on, bro.
14 years in the game as a music producer, I've worked with everyone.
Like the way you just summoning people and whatnot.
Yep.
In an online DAW. And the DAW that I'm talking
Yeah, it looks fire, man.
Before you skip this video,
It looks fire.
what did Canva do?
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you.
CapCut do for video editing? That's literally what Soundtrap is doing for musicians. A really game-changing.
This man's a straight capper, bro.
Collaborate with people in
I've worked with everyone.
If I wanted to video call the artist in the session and work on the song
Yeah, these ads are insane.
without being involved. They also have a crazy built-in library of sounds, automations, vocal presets.
You heard them, y'all? Make sure you got that CapCut.
Just upgraded the studio design. Everything looks so good, easy to find, very intuitive. Music creation is moving to the cloud, and if you don't want to get left behind, try the new Soundtrap for free.
Welcome to Suno V5.5. This is our best sounding model, but more importantly, it is our most personalized model. We built V5.5 around the idea that the music that you create
My
should
guy has
carry
veneers
something
on.
of you, your voice, your sound, your taste. Because V5.5 captures so much musical nuance.
I got a big kick out of successful
Shout out to
parrying
Suno.
enemy strikes from a pass, then sneaking in a critical hit to knock them into a stagger.
But we can skip this one, Angel.
When it comes to fundamentals, Swords of Legends, while very familiar, hits most of the right notes when it comes to matching that compelling yet still stressful Souls-like flow. Unfortunately, one downside of the demo I played was some unfortunate technical hiccups that disrupted the flow and made landing some parries a bit difficult. This could be a very troublesome
Yeah, I like that
snag for
combination right there that you just talking
so hopefully the developers will be able to iron them out prior to launch. Where Swords of Legends
And obviously it's showing we got different weapon styles.
is with C-Pen's arsenal of weapons and skills. Along with a myriad
Yeah, I really like two-handed weapons, so
weapon artifacts that outfit C-Pan with different combat abilities.
You like using a one-handed sword?
two-handed blades. I like stuff like that.
Importantly, block and
like using the weapon in one hand, or with both your hands, or using a sword in
Using
both
two
hands?
weapons in
Oh,
two
okay.
hands.
Satisfying to successfully
I just like the swiftness of how it looks.
Wait. Using a weapon with both your hands, so like using a long sword with both your arms.
No.
Or you holding
Using
two
one-
blades.
Holding two blades.
Oh, okay.
Another fun artifact was a thunder banner, which
Yeah, I
added
like
lightning
using two
damage
blades
to
as
core
well.
attacks and a quick lightning dodge that came in handy during the fierce
Yeah, hopefully
fights.
this game's optimized, bro. Because if it is,
Another fun twist.
Yeah, it's gonna be clean if it's optimized. Damn, bro.
Assist from defeated foes. One of the early bosses
We just got out of the ass.
I told you, IGN.
Literally just came from an ad.
summoning him for quick powered up strikes.
They spamming ads, bro. IGN needs to be stopped, guys.
Right, if you read the comments, people are complaining about the ads, bro.
In this trailer?
Yes.
No way. We're gonna have to see the ads after this.
IGN are they purposely place these ads here.
This especially came
That's why it's a lot.
intense boss battles, which really sold the more stylized and whooshy
Damn. I could see people. I could see the reviewers losing to this boss. Which cup do I attack? Taking 10 hours to beat this boss.
Even with the powered up C-Pan's new
Did this game just get announced or something?
I think so, guys. Bro, this is the first time I'm hearing of this game. So I was like, man, no, we gotta check out this trailer on the pod.
finally take him out.
Wait, hold on. This was an NPC that he called in one of his fights. So I'm guessing if you beat a boss, you can call it to assist you in a fight?
Probably some of them. I don't think you're gonna be able to do that with all of them. It probably depends.
What makes Swords of Legend such a neat spin on a Souls-like is that it focuses on players steadily building up a mythical hero, and that's an intriguing hook for an action RPG. Still, much like the subgenre itself, there is a certain challenge that comes with creating a Souls-like that not many developers
It's looking like, if depending on your elemental ability, it'll give you different like buffs, because it looks like when you're using electricity, it gives you a speed buff. Like you can dodge consistently out of attacks. I know he had one air ability that I saw early on, but I wasn't really checking the elemental abilities after.
Yo, this gameplay is going crazy, bro.
It is.
With IGN.
So that's called the Link attack. Okay. Shout out to Zelda.
Damn. Yeah, this is definitely a game I gotta keep my eye on, man.
Same. Was there a release date for this one, Angel?
Not that I seen.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
They put an ad at the end of the video as well. Damn.
Yeah, bro, they tripping,
Diabolical, bro.
Yeah, I don't know what what's going on with these ads, bro.
IGN is running late on their rent, guys. Help them out.
Oh, I mean, it's
Yeah, they
YouTube.
really try to max out on that shit. But I mean, all in all, some good game trailers.
Yeah.
Definitely see some interesting things. So hey, like we said, it's still a good time to be alive if you're a gamer, despite all the shitty business practices that certain companies are doing. But if purely for the love of the game, gaming's in a good spot right now. But yeah, man, I guess that's pretty much everything. But I guess we could get with the final finishing
Oh
statements.
yeah, quick note. So it's releasing on PC, PS5, and Xbox Series S and X, but there's no release date for it yet.
Okay, probably some still ways off. That's fine. At least it's available on, everything. But I guess for me, my finishing statement will be, I just appreciate everybody who tuned in today. It looked like we had a pretty active
Community.
Yeah, it looked like everybody was chilling with us tonight, and that means a lot. And we hope to continue to see everybody chilling with us every Wednesday, man. So shout out to you guys, man. But I
Hey,
guess
should we make it an official holiday on Wednesdays. Crash Out Wednesdays.
Shit, might as well, man. Might as well.
Gotta get something for the middle of the week.
But I guess, Sammy, man, it's on you.
Glad to have y'all chilling. Like Nano said, it was very active and, real active in the comments night. Good to see that you guys still like to show out and come in droves. I guess it's because of the drama, but y'all love drama. When you even though you guys say you don't love drama, you love the drama. Let's not lie to ourselves. But appreciate y'all coming back and hanging out with us for whatever reason it may be. It's nice to see. It's always a good time on Wednesday nights. And I'm excited for some of the games that are going to be coming out. I know I've been saying this every week, but it's like a broken record now. But damn, bro, there's some good games out there. And we don't have to just look at the same Western studios that produce the same type of games all the time. Now we can look out east to the Asian studios who are doing these games. And I'm glad that gaming is in the space that that gaming's in its place right now, where we can kind of look across, the board and say, oh, I'm comfortable playing a game by an Eastern developer, or I'm comfortable playing a game by a developer in South America. Like, this is what it means to be a gamer. You're able to take inspiration from other games and apply it to your own game. And for us, it's the best time because we can enjoy these creations and we could take part in, the designs that some of these studios had behind some of these games. And I'm really excited to get my hands on some of these games and play them. So I think for me, don't get caught up in that live service nonsense, because live services are fun, but the minute it becomes a chore, you're stuck. So, try to diversify your portfolio, your library from now. Otherwise, GG's, my guy. I'll let Caleb go next. Mr. Black Flash, aka C. ... Okay, I'll be Caleb this time, since Nano was Caleb last time. Games, they're good. I want to see some more diversification, like Sammy said. So we need to stop with these 2D games and start putting out some more 3D games. We can get some more 3D fighters, arena fighters, stuff like that. I'll be excited for that too. And Gears, yeah, I'm excited for Gears. I don't have a series console yet, but it looks like I might have to get one. But as the guy said, I enjoyed being here on Wednesday night. It's always nice to be here, and hopefully I get a chance to play Gears. Angel?
Yes, sir.
All right, well, I was trying to do my Go XLR shit, but it didn't work out for some reason. It's not working. But great podcast. A lot of subjects, a lot of controversy, and it seems like the controversy bred on the views because everybody and their mama was here for that part, So I appreciate all you guys. You guys have a fantastic rest of your Wednesday. We got divisions this weekend.
You gotta check out that exit lag too.
Yeah, I gotta see about getting that subscription. It's just like $10.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, we'll see. We'll test that out, and every Wednesday's a party, like Sam said.
Crash Out Wednesdays. Let's make it official, y'all.
Y'all have a fantastic rest of your Wednesday, and also if you guys like the content, like, subscribe, hit the bell to get notified whenever we go live. And we'll see you guys next Wednesday for another Crash Out podcast. I can't do the button because my Go XLR is not working, but welcome to the Crash Out.
Yes, sir.
Don't laugh at me, Sammy. Don't laugh at me, Sammy.
Shout out to Pocket Pair and Palworld. Have a good night, y'all.
What me miss? Same for still this. If you're never there, you feel this shit. What me miss? Yeah, baby, they feel this. Late night, let the room breathe. Talk stay calm, but they run deep. No rush for feeling. Hay momento que solo pasan si tú estás aquí. Stream cut shot, but the vibes stay. Clips can't catch it the same way. Si tú sabes, you know all good. Next one stream, that's how you understood. That feeling. That's timing. But me miss same for still is. Miss one night, you feel this shit for me miss. You have to be there for this. CrashOut